the end of the day, when all of you biatches are talking about the man gotta make more, he gotta step up, it's not right, it's not fair, oh my God, you're poor, you're a bum, crusty, dusty, ashy. I'm not gonna settle. No settling. I'm not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Got a new song, y'all. Anyway, got it. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
New York got it on y'all breasts, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook.
Breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook, y'all, in case you didn't know. Breast, booty. Breast, booty, thighs. 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 Booty, thighs, lips. Booty, thighs. Booty, thighs, lips. Booty, booty, thighs, lips. Booty, thighs, booty, thighs, lips.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
I told you to do Biden. Now we done lost a damn vote. We done lost a vote. That's gonna go to Trump. God damn. I'm worshiping these people like they're God. Ain't nobody worshiping them. But God damn it, Chris, we need somebody in there with mother sense.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
We like free stuff. So we came out here to get all this free stuff.
my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
You get down here, you get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are Black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Go where you're being a racist! Racist!
Man, kiss my whole entire black ass.
I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you.
There's a lovely, sad Negro spiritual. Are you all right?
Because here's a song I wrote. We gonna be all right.
Mama, is Martha gonna sell us tomorrow? Yes, yes.
If we stand as the people, we gonna be all right.
Yes, Mama, is Martha gonna sell us tomorrow?
We gonna be all right.
Yes, yes, yes.
If we rise,
Is Martha gonna sell me tomorrow?
Go where you're being a racist! Racist!
TGIF, welcome to Friday. Welcome to the last day of Black History Month. Hey there, besties. Shit. Always forget this damn thing. Oh my God. Sorry. Hold on. Can you hear me? Let me know you can hear me. Good morning, y'all. Shout out to everybody that is here. I see you. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Listen, I know. We're supposed to be doing eviction night at 8 a.m., but I was perusing this morning. Lord, forgive me, okay? Because I'm not supposed to get up in the morning and reach for the phone, right? Praise the Lord. Thank you, Lord, for another day, right? And I saw all the stuff about the boycott today, right? Shout out to Primetime. Thank you so much, hon. The boycott today, right? And then I'm like, oh my God, this is the last day of Black History Month, and this is how y'all going out. All right, cool. So we need to cover it, right? So I'm like, all right, so let me see what's going on. Well, there's a lot of people talking about it. Like, this is not even just Al, Ben, that group of persons. This is actually this is turning into a thing, like major news organizations talking about it. So we got to go over it, right? And then as I'm looking at some other news, and I'm like, this is where we laying our sword, so to speak, on Target, Walmart, all the rest of those people. I put a post up. We're going to take a look at it in a second. That's where we need to be worried about stuff, right? And I don't know that this was actually done enough and in the right way for everyone to find out, but you know what, whatever. I saw Nightjade say that she didn't even know that it was today. Girl, are you Black? Y'all, you supposed to know this. What is going on right now, right? Y'all, this is crazy. But, to each their own, do what you're going to do. And we will watch it. Because like I said, there's never any shortage on content, okay? So I'm wearing my Eagles shirt today. NFC champion. Shout out to the Eagles. Shout out to the Eagles. All right. And then, child, I have this new what is this called? What is this, y'all? Is this a jacket, a sweater or something? Oh my God, it is so effing comfortable. It is so soft. This is a man size, jacket, I guess you would call it. Amazing. I love it. So this is Nike, right? So I'm trying to get a champion one like my nemesis has, right? Trent has a Champions one that he always wears. And now I'm trying to get a champion one like that because that one looks like it's comfortable too, right? Is it a hoodie? Okay. All right. See, I don't be knowing. But so I happen to have one of these now, and it's just so comfortable. I can't take it. It's so soft, right? They don't make shit like this for women, yeah. All right. But so now I'm gonna wear this all the time until I get something else. But we'll see. I'm working on it. Anyway. Shout out to everybody who is here. I see you. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. DC, I think this happened yesterday. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I thought you already were one. Thank you, hon. Not sure if he's here, but shout out to you, hon, when you do be on replay, because I know you'll be here eventually or on replay. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to RBN. Thank you so much, hon. He said, just left Target to buy 2 candles, a new pillow, and a bag of Sour Patch Kids. What's your kid coming over or something? What in the hell? What? Wait. I need to know now. 2 candles and a pillow? I'm just thinking that means something, but I could be wrong. Now, the Sour Patch Kids got to be for the kid. Let us know. Let me know anyway. All right. I'm being nosy. I'm being nosy today. Shout out to Friday. It's been a whole week off, and it goes so quickly when you're off, right? But when you're working, it just drags. It just effing drags, right? So 1 week down, a few more weeks to go before I have to go back to work. Anyway, so I'm here with y'all. I know John Phillips, when you come back and you watch this, you are on my ish list, sir. You are on my ish list. I didn't forget about last night. I did not forget about last night, okay? So when you come through, just know I'm on that ass. Shout out to the MSDs. Shout out to the MSDs. We're not playing that game. I know Manzette is probably here by now. Thank you so much, RB. And clarify why you over there working for the what, man? Shout out to our girl. Thank you so much as always. She said, hey, y'all, Target just opened. Looking for Twix creamer. Child, if y'all go on Target, child, if I go back to Target, because I don't even go to any of these places for the most part, except for Amazon. I'm gonna Amazon it up, all right? But when I went the other day, because that's another reason I'm wearing this shirt, is because this is the shirt I bought, if y'all were here when I did the live stream, is this Eagles shirt before I went on the last cruise. And then I bought the whipped cream or whatever out of the can. I still got some. I eat it directly out of the can. It is so good. So if I do go back, I'm going back to get some more of that. But that's just me. I know it's crazy, but it's so good. It's so good. Shout out to Michael Love up in here. Thank you so much, hon. MSG, man size garment. Yes, this is a man's jacket for sure. Hoodie. You said it's a hoodie. Okay, so it's a hoodie. Oh my God. I don't know where I've been. Maybe this is what I need to do from now on. Anyway. I see my nemesis is here. Good morning, Trinidad. I was talking about you already. Yes, I was. Shout out to TQS Ascending. He said, out the cam, Michonne, it's too early for this. Nope. Listen, I'm sorry, y'all. I have to push back eviction night till next week when I come back. So next week we will do eviction night. Sorry. Because this afternoon we're doing Big Tiff because we got to get Tiffany updates. TQS. There's never going to be a shortage of content. And Tiffany's still on the docket. I'm telling you. It might not be as much, but she's definitely still on the docket. Shout out to BT up in here. Yo, BT said, am I allowed to super chat during the boycott? Of course you are, sir. Of course you are. And thank you so much. Shout out to y'all. Awesome sauce. Very, very generous. I appreciate you. I see you. Thank you so much. I didn't see you last night in Kofa's chat. Shout out to Kofa. He finally decided to come to work. I appreciate that. Always make sure we support our besties. Make sure we support Kofa. Make sure we support FDNHT. Make sure we support CIP. and Veben Israel. And if I missed anyone, let me know. I see you. I appreciate you. So before we get into the DEI portion of the program, I want to go ahead and bring you some updates because we haven't talked about crime is down in a while. And this one pissed me the total F off, but we got to talk about it because in my mind, right, as we move into this DEI boycott stuff, I think there's more important things that we need to be discussing. So let me save that discussion for later. Let me not say more important, but I think that Houston, we have a problem, right? So let me play this one for you. This is from WGN Chicago. Who would do that to an 80-year-old woman? Essay during Southside home invasion sparks outrage. So Southside, we already know that that's probably not the best side, allegedly, okay?
Southside community on edge tonight after senior citizen is brutally attacked and sexually assaulted.
And WGN's Amy Victor has more from the 6th District, the Chicago Police Station.
Many Auburn Gresham residents have strong feelings about what police say happened to their 82-year-old neighbor. What's especially keeping people on edge is that police say the person is still on the run and residents don't know who to look out for.
Who would do that to an 82-year-old woman? That's horrible. That's sad.
I've been living in this area for 50-some years, and I just can't imagine who would do such a thing. It's terrible.
Several people in Chicago's Auburn Gresham neighborhood say they're disturbed by what police say happened to an 82-year-old woman. Investigators say someone broke into her apartment, then sexually assaulted her on Wednesday evening.
It's crazy to me, actually. That doesn't make sense. How could anybody even let that happen? And how was he able to get in her house? It's just so many questions that I have.
Police say,
oh, baby. Oh, she's so young. She must be one of those. How? Is there a limit on what people will do? Is there any type of rules anymore as to what people will do? And I know I'm being a racist right now, right? Oh, what supremacist talking points. But correct me if I'm wrong, Chicagoans. Is Southside racial makeup white, colored, Asian, Indian, Samoan? Shout out to me. What is it? Let me know. I'm not sure. I've never been to Chicago and don't plan on going. Y'all let me know.
Say it happened near West 82nd and South Ashland. The man allegedly got into the woman's home through a window and hit her in the face. After she fell to the ground, the suspect then sexually assaulted her. Police say the suspect was already gone when they arrived. The woman was taken to the hospital where she's reportedly doing okay.
You can't really walk around how you would want to. You can't really do the thing that you want to, or either have your kids be outside if they want to. It's just not one of those type of neighborhoods.
It's just not one of those types of neighborhoods that you can't walk around if you want to. This is not the place that you want to be walking around with your kids or anyone else. You can't even walk around. But you know, the biggest thing that we want to do is to make sure that we out here selling stock in Target, boycotting Target because of DEI. So when you're pro-blacks, and not all, because shout out to my friend Tariq that I've been listening to a lot more lately. But I'm talking about the Owls, the Bens, and the rest of those idiots that sit up here and tell you this is what you need to do to make things better for yourself, but you got to live like this. Why they not doing nothing in these communities? Why they not out here doing nothing to help these people? Why they not out here protesting this, looking for the person that did this? Because let's just take a moment to guess who we think did this and what the age is. So what does O'Shea say? Negro, whatever fear game that he plays. Do you think they're under 30 or over 30? Let's just do it that way. Allegedly, because I don't know. It could be anyone. And what race do you think that they are? Because, you know, we got to be worried about white people all the time. That's all we got to worry about is what white people do. And nothing else. And nothing else. F these people. F Mima. F Mima. I hope and pray that woman that Mima, let me rephrase, that elder, the grandmother, probably somebody's mother, this attack on the elders, anybody, of course, but on elders, no respect whatsoever. But y'all make sure you boycott Target.
Everyone knows that this block right here, 82nd and Ashland, 82nd and Marshfield, don't walk here at night.
Neighbors,
everybody knows over here at Ashfield and whatever the other place was, is don't walk here at night. But if I say that I'm not going to live no place like that, you being a white supremacist, fuck that and fuck you too. I know it's Friday and I know it's early. Fuck y'all, okay? Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to feel bad because I choose to be safe. I'm not going to feel bad because I choose to do what I got to do in order to not to be in this type of situation. That's not me talking about these people that may, for whatever reason, have to live here. I'm not talking about these people. What I'm saying is where is the help to do something about shit like this, to make sure that they don't have to live like this, to make sure that people can get help economically with regard to like finance and credit and all those types of things, instead of just saying it's white supremacy that keeps you from being able to own a home. It's white supremacy that keeps you from being able to get a job. It's white supremacy that keeps you from doing this, that, and the other thing. These systems that are put in place to keep us down. Oh, okay. Being told to you by millionaires, okay? First generation millionaires, enough of them. But y'all make sure you continue to live scared, right?
We spoke with say while they aren't shocked when they hear about certain crimes.
They aren't shocked? Oh, about certain crimes. Which crimes, child? Carjackings? Theft? Pulling out of the ATM machine out of the corner store?
In this area, what police say happened to this 82-year-old woman is shocking enough to take extra precautions. A description of the suspect has not been released.
I would definitely keep my eyes open for strange activity. And if I do see something, I'll report it to the police.
It's unclear whether
Girl, you're not allowed to do that. That's racist.
The suspect knew the woman or if this was a random act of violence.
If he came through the window, let's just go ahead and try to use some common sense right now. If he came through the window, the odds are he probably don't know her. Allegedly, I could be wrong.
We've reached out to the property's managers for more information about what happened.
How the hell they know? Anyway, here's another one from Fox 32.
Chicago police tonight investigating a shocking crime in the city's Auburn Gresham neighborhood.
A home invasion ended there with an elderly woman sexually assaulted. Casey Cronus is live from Chicago Police Headquarters with the latest. Casey.
It's a disturbing crime, and tonight police are still looking for the person responsible. We're told that suspect was armed when he broke into that victim's home through a window.
It just made me very angry.
Near 82nd and Ashland, on what should have been a quiet evening, an 82-year-old woman found herself in a nightmare scenario.
It's heartbreaking.
Chicago police say an unknown man forced his way into her home. It happened just before 7 p.m. Wednesday. We're told the suspect was armed and got in through a window.
Try to rob her, and then when you can't rob her, you sexually assault her.
According to police, the man struck the grandmother in the face, causing her to fall to the ground before sexually assaulting her.
If you've seen anything, if you know anything, please call.
Alderman David Moore, who represents the 17th Ward, says he is sickened by what happened and shares the distress it is causing the victim.
Feeling right now she can't even go back to her home ever.
The suspect fled the scene, and when first responders arrived, they took the victim to the hospital, where officials say she was listed in good condition. Moore has been in contact with her relatives, and on Thursday, he issued a community alert about the attack, encouraging neighbors to look out for one another.
At the end of the day, you want to make sure that especially our seniors are safe. That's what's important to me.
No one is in custody, and police have yet to release a description of the suspect. But if you have any information about...
Can I just say I can't stand her voice? That's so not the point, but her voice gets on my nerves. Anyway, these stories trigger me, okay? When it's elderly people, you already know, especially stuff, like that story from Philly where those jackass gremlins deleted that man. Can't think of his name, with the cones. That was like 2.5 to 3 years ago, if y'all remember. the lady who was in the Uber that time, and then that Uber driver took her out. Like, all these crazy ass things happening to elderly, because it all makes me think of my own grandmother, because I would absolutely kill. I said it. Anybody that would have ever done anything to either of my grandmothers, eat. And I'm not a violent person, but y'all, what we're not going to do is, that's how it used to be back in the day. You didn't mess with elders. You didn't. And now these people don't care. They don't give a damn. And nobody wants to say it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody want to do anything about it. Nobody seems to give a shit, right? But make sure you boycott Target, all right? Let's take a look at this one. Multiple kids, including a 5-year-old, robbed store in Arlington, Virginia, near the Pentagon Mall.
Crime continues to be a problem all across the DMV.
But what happened over the weekend in Arlington has stunned a lot of people, considering the age of one of the suspects.
DC News Now's Dave LaValle joining us live from Pentagon City now, where police say the youngest of the children involved is barely in elementary school. Good afternoon, Dave.
But let's make sure we boycotting Target, y'all. Let's make sure we boycotting Target.
Well, good afternoon to you, Mark and Annalisa. Yeah, that's the most surprising thing about all of this. The crime, according to police, happened somewhere along this stretch of South Hay Street. The youngest suspect, listen to this, is just kindergarten age.
No, not 5.
Yes, Brianna Winford. Arlington County Police say a 5 to 6-year-old boy took part in a robbery in Pentagon City Saturday night.
5, or are we sure?
Officers say the boy was with 6 children, boys and girls, who targeted a business along South Hay Street.
Wow. I'm honestly speechless. I'm speechless. That's insane.
Police say the others involved ranged in ages between 12 and 14.
5 or 6 years old, you should be in the house. You shouldn't even be out in this weather at 5 or 6 years old, if we're being honest.
It's sad. It hurts.
Frank Gunn has a son about to turn 2.
It makes no sense. It's a little scary, and to really think about it, it's harmful. Society might be going in the wrong direction right now.
That's unusual.
Ashley Savage is the spokesperson for the Arlington County Police Department. She says investigators are working to identify all 7 children, including the youngest one.
I think if we were going to surmise, it's likely that that individual is probably going to be a younger sibling of one of the teenagers, and this is a group of teens together.
An employee did try to stop the children involved in the robbery. Some pushed the worker, and another threw a drink at him before they got away. Investigators ask you call them if you have any information regarding this robbery.
For juvenile.
All right. Kennard, you are too much. He said he was trying to buy his mammy an Airbnb. Child, we know all the excuses, right? We know all the excuses. So I want to read this one comment. This is from DMV Hoods and News on Instagram. Now he said, wow, and in Virginia, I don't know if Virginia is immune. I was just thinking that if it's Arlington, isn't that near the Pentagon or whatever? Isn't that where all the federal workers be at? So they happen to be interviewing a lot of Black people. I don't know, child. I don't know the area like that. I just passed through. This one commenter, though, says, are they using the word robbery loosely, or were the kids shoplifting? Because when you say robbery, I think of a weapon. Why does robbery have to do anything with a weapon? If you're taking something that doesn't belong to you, is that not robbery, Bueller? Is it, or is it not robbery, Bueller? So you got to have a weapon in order to see this. These are people I need to not be around. This is why I don't be having a lot of people around. That's why I don't know a lot of people, because people be crazy. That's a dumbass thing to say, in my opinion, right? A weapon being brandished as opposed to shoplifting where the kids ran in there, grabbed some candy or something and ran out. So it's okay if the kids run in there and grab some candy and then run out. A group of 7, I think they said. I think the part that he's missing is that there is a 5-year-old out here already on the streets. Even though, remember the 6-year-old that deleted his good mama because she woke him up too early and she wouldn't buy him laser tag or whatever the hell that was. Y'all remember that? Now she on up out of here. She living in her home with cameras on. He knew to unplug the cameras. These people ain't stupid. These people ain't stupid. But we're supposed to have empathy and sympathy. Yeah, make sure you have empathy and sympathy for the kids, right? Because they just babies. They just trying to buy an Airbnb, just like Kennard said, right? I know all of it is bad, but wordplay is one hell of a thing when you're dealing with children of color. Oh, so you do believe that these are children of color? He said it. I asked. He said it. When you're dealing with children of color and crimes committed by people of color. So the point is that if they colored, you can't talk about them. You can't say this. You can't say that. It's a problem if you say something like this because they might be colored. Child, get the fuck out of my face. Moving on, child. Moving on. One more before I get into the DEI stuff, because Baltimore is back on the list, okay? Baltimore sees surge in crime with 394 victims in 1 week. Shout out to Doogie.
That's what we like to hear, Gerard. Well, Baltimore police have identified nearly 400 crime victims in the past week as residents say they're fed up with violence and quality of life crime.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I know you effing lying. Lies. Y'all just reelected Doogie back into this bitch. What are we talking about right now? Y'all just reelected Doogie back up into this bitch. Somebody lying. What is going on? What is going on? What the fuck? You just reelected his ass. This is not new. Am I crazy? I mean, I know I am, but am I crazy right now? We've been talking about this shit. You fucking live here. We only looking at the damn news.
Crimes. Fox 45's Vincent Hill looks into which crimes is on the rise and what's on the decline.
Well, just about every type of crime affecting almost everyone in the city, almost on a daily basis.
This number is more than just an address of a Baltimore City home.
Can you change this to a burglary?
It's the number of victims in a 7-day period, 394. That's 56 victims a day for everything from simple theft to armed robbery. Tuesday in Highlandtown, a burglary.
Property was taken with 3 bikes and other tools.
The victim, not wanting to go on camera, telling Fox 45 he noticed the shed broken into, saying it happened sometime overnight Monday. Also in Highlandtown, just around the corner, this hit and run, caught on camera.
White Chevy Equinox.
It happened Friday.
Carjacking kid. Promise you that's what that is. What in the world?
Just before midnight, the victim's truck totaled from the damage. A few hours later, in North Baltimore,
They jumped in the vehicle.
another crime, multiple victims.
She broke the glass, climbed in.
5 juveniles breaking into several cars, only to leave empty-handed, leaving the victim with a small bill
I pay a deductible of $100.
and a whole lot of frustration.
Till you hold them accountable, it's going to be the same stuff.
I'm sorry, sir. What? What are you talking about? What word is that you speak about? What?
Till you hold them accountable, it's going to be the same stuff.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, sir.
Deductible of $100.
And a whole lot of frustration.
Till you hold them accountable, it's going to be the same stuff. I mean,
In Baltimore? In Baltimore? The town that Doogie runs? Because he don't live, I guarantee you, and I don't know. I promise you Doogie don't live in the city of Baltimore. He might live in Baltimore County somewhere. He does not live in the city of Baltimore. I promise you he don't. Not with a new kid, or other kid, and a fiance. I promise you.
our community is going to be, constantly people going to have to come out their pocket and pay for stuff that they don't have to.
Oh, so y'all gonna have to pay. So y'all gonna keep paying. Y'all got to keep paying your deductibles. You got to worry about. I'm assuming that they probably can't come out on certain streets either, just like they just said over there in Chicago. Oh, child. Okay, but I'm a white supremacist, and I should not shop at Target. That's the most important thing to be worried about is not shopping at Target over DEI created 4 fucking years ago. That ain't even a fucking law.
But it's not just property crimes accounting for those 394 victims.
They're trying to get whatever they can get.
In the same time period, 31 people fell victim to a robbery.
We become prey for them. and they're going to fight and go after what they want, and they're going to be willing to take it.
While the taking continues, according to data from BPD, robbery arrests are down 25% over a 7-day period.
Something needs to be done, those that are in authority.
While larceny arrests are also down.
What the hell is larceny? Is larceny when you just take a large amount or something? A large amount of stuff or something?
It's going up because of this. Like we're the ones that's, you know, that's being hit.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, you're the ones that are being hit, the ones that put Doogie back in, while Doogie is over there living his best life with his family, his kids, and everyone else safely.
I don't understand it, but until they do something, it'll keep happening.
Meanwhile, some positive to all this, homicides are actually down 80% over a 7-day period from this time last year. Meanwhile, non-fatal shootings are also down this year. And
there you go. There's some positive news.
Take me to the king.
Truth is, I'm tired.
Some positive news for y'all. Why you need to be doing your DEI boycott. All right. Anybody listening to all right, is Grand Theft. Like Grand Theft Auto then. Like one of my favorite games. But this is what y'all supposed to be doing, all right? And shout out to everyone who is here. I'm specifically talking to you colors, right? I'm Samoan, ciao. Samoan, don't forget it, till tomorrow. 24-hour blackout on Friday, February 28th from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. This is the first step to counter the attack on DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. I don't see nobody doing no blackout from holding your kids in the fucking house, disciplining your damn kids, making sure they punk asses go to school, make sure you go to school to make sure they doing what the fuck they supposed to do, 24 hours to make sure you sit their asses down to make sure they doing some fucking homework that makes sense. None of that. Nope. Make sure y'all not spending no money. Which I'm a proponent of, keeping your money and not spending it, right? But then what do you do afterwards? And what is this going to do? Is it going to make a difference? What is the plan? What is the point? Just to tell people we got money and we know how to use it? So then you went the day before. I actually had an argument with my ABCD friend, very good friend of mine yesterday. He brought it up. He said, are you gonna be participating in the boycott? And I was like, why? I said, why? I said, what good is it gonna do me? I don't shop at most of them places anyway, but I do, besides Amazon, regularly. But what's it gonna do for me? And he was like, see, this is the problem. We don't stick together. Who are you talking to? Nigga, who you talking to? What do you mean we don't stick together? I said one day, y'all telling people to buy shit the day before. You telling people to buy shit the day after. So they're getting the money on the day before and the day after. What are we doing? I said one day? What the fuck? This is the problem with my people. They don't want to do nothing. Y'all don't even have a fucking, what is the point? Like, give me the point of doing all this at the end of the day. To tell people about a program of DE&I that don't even benefit Black people. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. You out here fighting for fucking what people again, right? And you don't even know it. He not trying to listen. Gonna tell me that I live in a fucking bubble, which I'm sure some people will think that is the case. I don't live in a fucking bubble. What I do is live in fucking reality. And I know that there's people who I can't control. The only person that I control is my damn self. I cannot control my kids. I cannot control my husband. I cannot control races. I cannot control none of y'all. I am able to control my fucking self. And I am mindful enough of the time, not all the time, because I spend money like crazy. I'm not going to act like I don't, right? But I am mindful of where I'm going to spend my money. If I'm going to go into a store and they're going to act like they're going to follow me because they think I'm going to steal, I won't go back, right? You know, it may have happened to me. I don't know. I haven't synced it. I told you I've been called the N-word before when I was a child. I don't know why I don't have all this racist stuff happening to me all the time. Could it have happened when I haven't gotten jobs? It could have. But how the fuck would I know? And then what am I going to do, right? If I don't get a job, I guess I better just continue to apply, right? I've never gotten anything because of DEI. I'm pretty sure I've never gotten anything because of affirmative action. I'm trying to do what the hell needs to be done in order to live life, right? I'm not looking for racism because trust me, it will come out if that's what it is, or if at least that's what I think it is. I told you I go on these fucking cruises. We can't go anywhere. We all stuck together with all these white people. None of them have ever done anything to me that makes me think that they're racist, and they quite possibly could be. They quite possibly could be. What the fuck do I care if they're racist? I'm not trying to change them, and don't try to change me. That's all I'm saying. But Luffy is saying, right? If you want to boycott Target and Walmart and all these other places, fine, boycott them. I don't care. But don't come for me because I don't believe what the fuck it is that you believe in. When you're out here fighting and cutting for people, for people, and you don't even realize it, and you're not even trying to hear what I have to say, but I got to hear you and what you got to say. And then you're going to say something offensive talking about I live in a bubble. Okay, you lived how you lived, and you came up how you came up. I lived how I lived, and I came up how I came up. So you mad at me? I was not well-to-do when I was a child. We lived in a black community. My grandmother had roaches like everyone else. No shade. Rest in peace to both of them, right? Mice. So just because I'm where I'm at now don't mean it's always been there. Motherfuckers swear you know so much you don't know what the fuck you talking about. But even with that, it was the best time of my fucking life ever. You know why? Because it was someone there who cared for me and loved me no matter what and corrected me when I was wrong. And a whole community that did the same. The whole community. If I did something wrong and they saw me, they was calling my grandmother to tell her. If I was someplace I wasn't supposed to be, they was calling my grandmother telling her. If I was effing up in school, she was trotting her ass on down there a block and a half to come carry me by my fucking ear. Y'all, these people ain't doing this shit. These people not doing this shit. How the fuck is a kindergartner out here on the fucking street along with his probably older brother, because the older brother probably got to watch the kid because the mammy, like Kennard said, is probably out on a girl's trip or left for fucking 5 years. Like, where's the outrage for that? Where is the coming into the neighborhoods to help with some fucking parenting classes? Some fucking how to not get pregnant. How about that? How to care for your fucking kids? How to get some fucking skills so you can get a fucking job? How to help you to come to some of these places to help you get a fucking job? What is it called? Parenting classes. No, none of that. Don't go to Target, child. Don't go to Target, child. Don't go to Walmart, child. Where the fuck y'all gonna go? Where? Bueller? Where? Go to the mom and pop stores. Where? I'm confused. Maybe it's just me, child. Maybe it's just me. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. I forgot about checking the super chats. I apologize. Shout out to Mr. Wombat. I see you, honey. I appreciate you. Shout out to the UK. He said last day of Black History Month. Oh, what? Back on top tomorrow. Back on top tomorrow. You so crazy. Thanks, Harriet Tubb is currently on the train enjoying this foolishness with my drink. I'm gonna buy you a drink. Shout out to you. Hope you enjoyed being Samoan messy. I have. Thank you so much. Enjoy the trip. Keep us posted. Thank you so much, hon. Shout out to WREM in the building. I appreciate you, hon. He said one of the greatest Americans was Booker T. Washington. Shout out to BT Dub. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. Shout out to Trinidad. I appreciate you. He said, anybody been locked up for stealing eggs yet? Maybe that's what. Oh, you know what? Watch that be the excuse for the 5-year-old in the gang. We're going to call them 5-year-old in the gang. They had to get some eggs, and eggs is so expensive. It's not right. It's not fair. And y'all already know.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
It's all Trump's fault because y'all already know it's his fault that the eggs is high, the milk is high, even though we've been talking about it for how long now? Anyway, shout out to Stephen Hightown, member for 2 months. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to you and all my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. He said my dad's family just group chatted about... My dad's family just group chatted about this dumb boycott. No gas, no shopping. I got to get gas today because I got a ride tomorrow. So just sorry for your luck, child. I'm going to get me some gas. LAMAO. Shout out to you, hon. I see you. I appreciate you. Y'all, please make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Let me think. Poseidon MGTOW, I appreciate you, hon. Always support me. He said, he sent me a Cash App. He said, Michonne, have a coffee and cookie on me. Thank you so much. I will in my travels this weekend for show. Thank you so much, Poseidon MGTOW. Always support. I appreciate you. Shout out to Jay Gray in the building. I appreciate you, honey. He said, laugh out loud, Michonne. I'll call him fool in the... That's a good one. Fool in the gang. Shout out to Jay Gray. I appreciate you. Shout out to Live from New York up in here early in the morning. I appreciate you. Very generous of you, hon. He said the boycott will scare these companies and they will hire us coloreds with 6-figure salaries for entry-level positions, paid 2-hour lunch breaks, and unlimited PTO. They will also slash prices. I'm in. I am in. I'll be Walmart greeter for 6 figures. That's the only way I'll be in Walmart. I do not go to Walmart, child. You think you all that? Yep, I do. So let me see. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank you so much for your support. Please make sure you hit the like button. This is the first step, right? Do not make any purchases. These are the rules. Do not shop online or in store. No Amazon, no Walmart, no Best Buy, no McDonald's and other fast food stores, no gas, no major retailers. Do not use credit or debit cards for non-essential spending. Try to buy all you need before Friday, February the 28th, but if necessary, only buy essentials of absolutely necessary items such as food, medicine, emergency supplies. If you must spend, only support small local businesses. Why this matters, all right? Nice, are you serious? Is it free fries? Did McDonald's come through and say free fries today? Are you serious? That would be funny. I'm sorry, y'all. That would be hilarious. Let me know if that's really true. Why this matters. Corporations and banks only care about their bottom line. Correct. That's not new news. Disrupting the economy for even one day sends a powerful message. What's the message? If they don't listen, we make the next blackout longer. Okay. OMG. OMG. Wow. Y'all heard it here. We be learning, child. We be learning. I had no idea. I don't eat at McDonald's, but so ever so often I will go and get some fries, child. I ain't gonna hold you. I love McDonald's fries when they made right. Woo! Y'all heard it here first. Our numbers are powerful. This is how we make history. History for what, child? History for what? Spread the message. Please share with all your contacts. Talk about it, post about it, document your actions that day. We must use key power. We do have the power. We must use the power we do have and send an economic message with our numbers, as did Dr. King. Shout out to Martin Luther King. Excuse me. I texted a friend of mine about if the Pentagon is in Arlington, per that story. And he said, yes, directly across the street from my office, we share overflow parking lots. So I'm like, I'm letting him know that, see if he knows about the crime over there. Crime by juveniles as young as 5. Did you hear about it? See if he knows anything. Anyway. All right, so February 28th, the 24-hour economic blackout begins. So Mike Rose, shout out to you. He said, so this is Black Friday. Yes, it is Black Friday, y'all. Technically, figuratively, everything, black everything, black everything. All right. So let's take a look and see from NBC Chicago. What is Economic Blackout Day? Local activists prepare for Friday's protests.
And now we want to tell you about a grassroots organization that's calling on people to boycott major corporations and retailers for 24 hours in what's being called an economic blackout.
NBC5's V. Wynn has more on what Chicagoans are saying about this movement locally.
Some people living and working in Chicago's Hyde Park say they're preparing for the economic blackout.
It's a big message, and we really have to take it seriously.
We do have influence on where we spend our money, and I think that it will get some attention.
We've been buying meals to make sure that we don't have to, buy anything to eat out.
Shannon Stokes and her family first heard about the nationwide boycott on social media, urging consumers not to shop or spend money at major corporations or retailers for 24 hours. That includes not getting fast food or gas or groceries in protest of everything that's been going on.
We have to make our voices heard in their pockets. There is absolutely no other choice that I would have.
So let me ask the question, right? Why wouldn't we already be doing this, Black people? Shout out to everybody that is here, but I'm talking about Black people. When we talked about Michael Jordan having his best year monetarily 2 years ago, more money than he ever made in his whole NBA career by way of Jordans and how much they sold that year, right? And then we just saw, I put up a post, if you didn't see it, about how people was lining up to buy Jordans that look like all the other Jordans. I have a pair now. I have like 3 pair now. I've never had Jordans before until the more recent years, right? And it's nothing where I'm like, oh, I gotta go get more. Oh, I gotta go get more. But buy the same shoes over and over and over and over again. Why are we not out here teaching economics, using a day to have free teaching on how to save, how to negotiate, how to improve your credit, how to do things that's going to be better for you, instead of saying not to spend money today, spend it tomorrow. Don't spend money today, spend it yesterday. Spend it later. How about we talk and teach about not spending every fucking bit of money that comes into your GD hand? How about that? Where's that at? They ain't teaching y'all none of that. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. Ain't no teaching of that. No, child, just don't do it today, child. Do it tomorrow. Good. Trying to use tactics from back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s is 25. Everybody knows what's going on. Cause child, I'll wait till the story comes up. So if one person knows what you're doing, then they gonna combat the damn move, right? Plus, that's not a solution to anything. You wilding and crashing out over this. I still don't remember them coming back and saying, we need to get that money back from Black Lives Matter and we need to sue them, and talking about, we were duped and we need to do better for the next time. Just let them float on into the daggone, going about their lives with all that money that they allegedly, I'll say, stole and took from people. And not a word to say about that, but be ready to use that slogan, which is associated with them whenever it is that you want to do something that Black people are supposed to get behind. Let me go ahead and shout out Kev G. Thank you so much for the Cash App. He said, I bet they're not boycotting the liquor store, child. I don't know. But I'm going to have some liquor later. But that's just me, child. Not from the liquor store. I'm going to have some liquor later, though.
A grassroots organization started the movement to showcase the buying power of consumers while protesting against major corporations like Target and Walmart for rolling back their diversity, equity, and inclusion programs.
The time for silence is over.
Right now.
And we refuse to stand by while corporate greed devours our communities.
This comes as President Trump signed executive orders pushing to end DEI programs and policies.
So in other words, this is all Donald Trump's fault as well, child.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Lord.
Participants across the Chicagoland area hoping to disrupt the economy and to send a message calling for change, saying this is the least that they could do.
If this is what we have to do to send a message, then I think that's a great thing, because we have to do what we have to do to get the attention and to show our influence in the economy.
The founder of the People's Union USA is behind this.
Has anyone seen any numbers, right, to show how DEI helped Black people? Since there's all this crashing out, when they're saying to do all that, Did they put out any numbers, specifically Al Sharpton, since, you know, that's his message, and Jamal Bryant, because he's preaching it in the pulpit, the numbers to show pre these changes and how Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, all the rest of them did to help Black people with DEI, and then compare it to afterwards and how they're not helping because they changed it. Has anyone seen that? I ain't seen it. Maybe I missed it. Anybody seen it? Bueller? Let me know. Send it to me.
Economic blackout. It starts at midnight. We know 2 other boycotts are planned for early March. Reporting in Hyde Park.
All right, shout out to Hyde Park, child. Woo, moving on. I know you can't listen to white people, but KTLA said economic blackout planned for Friday. Will it work?
Yesterday, you told us that majority of rich people are fueling the economy, right? Spending. But now Friday, there's an effort for no spending.
This is interesting, and it raises some questions about how effective grassroots protests can be. What we're talking about is a grassroots protest that is scheduled for this Friday that's pitching itself as an economic blackout. What does that mean? Well, it's basically a boycott. It means this is calling on consumers to not spend anything on that day, not in stores, not online, not in supermarkets. Now, the economic blackout movement makes an exception for medicine or other essentials. But aside from that, the mantra is no Amazon, no Walmart, no Best Buy. Is this going to be effective? Well, all right, look, boycotts have a long history, and they were a very powerful economic tool during the Civil Rights.
Sir, that don't sound like you answered the question. Let's back it on up. It sounds like Big Tiff when she goes, Sir, answer your own question.
Amazon, no Walmart, no Best Buy. Is this going to be effective? Well, all right, look, boycotts have a long history, and they were a very powerful economic tool during the Civil Rights movement. Friday's economic blackout.
Yo, where's New York and Company open at? Where? I need to know. I haven't seen, oh my God, I'm so off subject. I haven't seen a New York and Company in so long. I don't even know if I still have their credit card. I love that store. Who got a New York and Company around them? Because that's on the East Coast. Because I got to go.
Tool during the Civil Rights movement. Friday's economic blackout is more symbolic than anything else. And
white man. Oh, a white man. That sounds racist.
Oh, you're being a racist. Racist.
Sir.
Friday's economic blackout is more symbolic than anything else. And
white man.
Friday's economic blackout is more symbolic than anything else, and it's likely going to provide participants with a sense of catharsis more than anything. Even so, I find grassroots nonviolent protests such as this to be worthwhile. One benefit is they help focus media attention on important issues, and that's a very big deal. Presumably we'll
media attention on issues. There you go.
Cover this, as will other stations, as will newspapers. So that's a good thing because this raises issues. More than anything else, though, it's going to allow participants to feel a sense that they're letting off a little steam.
Feel.
Attention on important issues, and that's a very big deal. Presumably we'll cover this, as will other stations, as will newspapers. So that's a good thing because this raises issues. More than anything else, though, it's going to allow participants to feel a sense that they're letting off a little steam, making their voices heard at a time when many people are simply having a hard time paying for food and rent and other necessities.
Sir, are they really? Child, I didn't know Tina Turner was around. Shout out to Tina Turner in the building. I see you, boo. She said all Walmart has to do is bring back rollback pricing, and every dime that they will lose today, they will quadruple that on rollback day. Woo! Child, shout out to Tina Turner, child. I didn't know she was up in here.
A good thing because this raises issues. More than anything else, though, it's going to allow participants to feel a sense that they're letting off a little steam, making their voices heard at a time when many people are simply having a hard time paying for food and rent and other necessities. So in that sense, yeah, It's not a bad thing to do. Look at it like this. If you participate in the economic blackout, it probably is not going to lead to any significant economic policy changes.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I think you're being racist right now, sir.
It's not a bad thing to do. Look at it like this. If you participate in the economic blackout, it probably is not going to lead to any significant economic policy changes. If you don't participate, that's just a vote for the status quo.
And the purpose of this is to protest high prices.
Look at the way he said that. If you do participate, or you don't participate, it's a vote for the status quo.
Don't participate, that's just a vote for the status quo.
And the purpose of this is to protest high prices, right?
Precisely. Okay. And high inflation, and to let your voice be heard at a time when many consumers are feeling frustrated. Earlier today, we reported that consumer sentiment was down 7% this month from the month before. That is the steepest drop in 4 years.
I've been doing this on my own a little bit. Just saw eggs for $14.99 a dozen. Didn't buy them.
That's a new high watermark. I haven't heard it that high before. Yeah. We just spent about $8 for a dozen.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
I don't want to give away the secret, but Trader Joe's, when it opens,
8 a.m., you got to be there, right?
$3.99. Yeah, I think 8 a.m.
You can't go to Trader Joe's. What, woman? How dare you give out this information? TQS, that's exactly what I was about to say. So the prices weren't high prior to January. What is it? January the 21st. The prices weren't high, the eggs weren't high, the milk was high. I could have swore somebody used to say that. The eggs are high, the milk is high. Now, who used to say that? Oh, yeah, me. And y'all didn't give a shit. Y'all didn't say shit. You wasn't trying to change shit. Now, all of a sudden, now everything is Donald Trump's fault. So now we got to do this, we got to do that. Do it. And before I heard, who is this guy? Hold on. Let me go back and see who the hell he is. Besides just this white man. Is he an economist or something? I forgot what they said. Hold on.
Yesterday, you told us that majority of rich people are fueling the economy, right? Spending. But now Friday, there's an effort.
All right, it's an excerpt, so it doesn't give who he is. Let me see. David Lazarus reports on plans for a grassroots economic boycott, KTLA News. So David Lazarus, child. I'm assuming that he knows something about money, right? And the stock market and all that type of stuff, right? So just as I thought before I even heard that, more symbolic than anything, which is basically what it is. So y'all doing this just to say and do and get what out of it? Getting nothing. It's more of banana in the tailpipe. And just say that somebody said, okay, we're going to bring our DEI process back. Then what? It ain't even like there's some negotiation on the table to say, we need you to hire 10% minorities, black people, child, whatever it is. Because if you do say, oh, we need you to hire 10% black, then you know these other people are going to say, that's racist. You can't exclude us because we're minorities. Moving on, child. Moving on. Houston, no purchase Friday economic blackout plan against stores rolling back DEI policies.
Civil rights groups like LULAC, the NAACP, the Urban League, and others are coming together asking people not to purchase from major corporations that are rolling back their DEI policies. The national movement starts here tomorrow. Fox 26's Leslie Delaspore is with local leaders about the effort here. Leslie.
Yeah, so DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And many of the groups that I spoke with today say they're concerned about these big companies rolling back on those policies. The groups that I spoke with today also said in order for this boycott to work, it's going to take more than one day and serious sacrifice.
DEI never elevated the incompetent. DEI gave the competent access.
Bishop of the NAACP. Shout out to the colors. Shout out to the NAA.
To opportunity. People are being affected all over. And these stores who support the policy don't deserve our dollars.
African American and Hispanics have a combined economic power of over $5 trillion a year.
Well, first of all, y'all just gonna let the white man speak for y'all. And second of all, the white man knows how much money colors and Hispanics have in order to spend. I wonder why he knows that. Do y'all know that is the question. Do y'all know that? Anyway.
A year. We're saying don't shop and don't spend money with those who are supporting inequality, inequity, and injustice. We spend too much money in Walmart.
Who? We spend too much money in Walmart. Let's see. Who has rolled back DEI efforts? Again, all this happened under Joe Biden, but now all of a sudden there's an outrage. But, you know, to each his own, to each his own. The selectiveness is amazing. Hold on. Oh, okay. Amazon, Google, McDonald's. So Google means that none of us should be on YouTube right now. Will that get y'all to hit the like button? Google means that y'all should not be on YouTube. All right? Because Google owns YouTube. McDonald's, shout out to Free Fries on Friday. Shout out to Amanize for letting us know. Meta, which is Facebook, where they're putting all this information at. Because this is where I got anything that I typically post on my community page that's a picture or something. I put Gene Hackman up. Rest in peace to Gene Hackman. Where did I get it from? Facebook. That thing with Al Sharpton. Where did I get it from? Facebook. Or I get it from Instagram. Or I put it up on Instagram. And guess who owns Facebook and Instagram? Meta. So if let me go to my Facebook right now. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if anybody is on here that I know. Okay, and you don't count. I belong to a lot of cruise groups, so I'm gonna bypass those and see if there's anybody. Child, I don't have nothing from anybody personally. All right. Nothing. Just all cruise group stuff. So I can't even see anything from anybody I know. I'm gonna take a look and see if I can find anything, and then I'll let you know. Cause child, if y'all using Meta Facebook, I'm thinking you're not doing the boycotting, child. Then there's Target, of course, Tractor Supply. Y'all going to college, you know damn well you ain't going to Tractor Supply. I don't even know what they probably have except for tractors. And Walmart, of course. Anybody that goes to Walmart today, keep me posted on what you are seeing. All right? It is Friday. It's payday for some. And it's the last day of Black History Month. It's the last day of the month. Bills got to be paid, child. Bills got to be paid. All right? Anyway, come on, y'all.
Too much money in Target. Have been dissed the way and disrespected the way we've been disrespected by their changes in policies.
And I want to remind everyone that DEI does not just include Black and brown Americans, but it includes women. Yeah. It includes the disabled.
And we're very concerned.
All right, ma'am. All right.
Concerned about many of the policies which are being created by the federal government, not the least of which is the destruction of the diversity, equity, and inclusion policies, which has led to many minorities being fired.
We're here to save jobs because the more pressure these companies get, they're going to have to reverse if they want the money that they've been collecting all this time back. So it will ultimately save their jobs versus hurt their jobs.
We have communities even within Harris County, the Walmart's the only thing in there. That's all they have. There is no mom and pop. So what do? It's like she said, reduce your spending. We've got to make an impact. And if you do that enough times, it shows.
This is a complex issue. There is no easy 1, 2, 3 cake cutter solution to this. There's going to be some sacrifice required.
And at 6, I spoke with an economist who talks a little bit more about the impact this boycott could have. Reporting from South Houston, Leslie Dellis for Fox 26.
Thanks, Les, child. Child, I don't even, none of the people that I even follow here, anything shows up because there's too much stuff about fucking cruising. Anyway, let me get back to the super chat. Hold on. Shout out to Woke Quill. I appreciate you, honey. He said kids can't read. Black women most evicted under Biden-Harris. STD rates and psych med use rising. Zero expected average net worth by 2053, but not buying Funyuns for days to plan. Woo! Poor Funyuns taking strays out here. Thank you so much, Vocal. I appreciate you. Shout out to TQS. He said, can Chicago order a new mayor on Amazon? Because Brandon Johnson not hitting on Ish. Listen, I see that something's going on over there. I got to get back to Brandon now that we coming down off of Tiff's ass. Shout out to you, honey. I appreciate you. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you, honey. He said these companies just laughing at us right now. I guarantee you they doing something for sure, for sure. Shout out to you. Shout out to our girl. She said, why do black folks think diversity means black folks? Because they won't read and because they want to be led by Al fucking Sharpton and Jamal fucking Bryant instead of looking into anything they sells. It's everything not what except black folks, especially black men. I'm tired of us looking crazy. They're not tired of it, which is why I'm out here, yesterday arguing with my very good friend over this bullshit, right? But anyway, thank you so much, hon. Shout out to Live from New York. He said, telling black folks to boycott during tax season is crazy work. How about this? How about this, y'all? Which I haven't gotten back to. And if you want me to show the video, I can. But I saw a news segment where they were saying that Beyonce will be sold out by the time her concert comes. Isn't it interesting that Beyonce knows when to set up information to talk about a tour coming up right during tax season? Anybody boycotting that? Bueller. Anybody talking about boycotting that? Bueller. Anyway, we're going to take a look at the officer Tatum. I know he's a white supremacist too, but he was talking about Jamal Bryant, who I think is a problem with all the people that follow him. I don't understand it, but child, it's not for me to understand. Pastor Jamal Bryant spazzes out over black conservatives trolling him at the White House. Oh, no.
Don't show my picture. Show the picture of the one that fired the black Joint Chief of Staff from the military. If you gonna show a picture of the CEO of Target, Walmart, McDonald's, and Amazon.
That's all I. If you're gonna put up. That's what you're gonna sound like when you go to hell.
Okay, into the eternal pit of fire you go.
So how come when Jamal Bryant talks or preaches like that, it's not a problem? But remember the passer from Donald Trump's inauguration, I guess, or whatever the hell it was. He's such a coon. Yeah, overacting, acting like that. Like, we don't know that's how black preachers do. But Jamal Bryant can do it. It's not a problem. It's okay. And y'all gonna listen to his ass, right? Child. Anyway, shout out to TQS. I appreciate you. He said, I'm mad the gym was packed this morning. Actually, it was just the locker rooms. Too many homeless people using. Oh, Lord. Was that girl from yesterday in there too? Listen, that's what they doing. Because, you can get into Planet Fitness 24 hours a day. It only costs $10 a month. It might be a good plan. I'm not mad at them. Do what you got to do. Okay. But don't be mad at the rest of us that don't do it, because praise the Lord, we're not downtrodden like that. Praise the Lord, okay? Anyway, shout out to, because he's talking about his merchandise. Shout out to Icarus Blackfeather. I appreciate you. He said, I think they have abused black support over the decades so much that nobody cares anymore. Who? I think they have abused black support. You mean, who do you mean? The corporations, or do you mean like Jamal Bryant and Al Sharpton and all those people? Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Coffee Shop Chatter says, I'm boycotting stupidity. Ditto. Shout out to Officer Tatum.
Another idiot that happened to be wearing a clergy uniform.
Child, look at them arms. Ooh, Lord. CGA, you got some competition, child.
Or at least credentialized as a clergyman. He going straight to hell. I just want y'all to know Jamal Bryant is going straight to hell.
Oh, no.
So let's go to Jamal Bryant real quick.
All right. I don't know why it's not moving. Hold on. Let me refresh. Give me a second.
First responder, student, teacher, Jamal Bryant real quick. Because he said something super crazy. And many of you don't know the history or background of Jamal Bryant. He's a nut. I'm going to tell y'all this because some of y'all don't know this about me. I wasn't always conservative, and I grew up black. So y'all know that at some point I was crazy. And I'm not saying all black people are crazy. I know just a lot of them are. So I was crazy, man. I went to an apostolic Pentecostal church. I got baptized in Jesus' name, filled with the Holy Spirit, speaking in tongues and everything. And when I first got saved, I really, really loved Jamal Bryant. I thought that man was smart. I thought he was compelling. And now I look back on it and I say, how deceived was I to think that this is a man of God because he know how to hoop and holler. He know how to preach.
Hoop and holler. Shout out to anybody who's black who's ever heard the word hoop and holler. The phrase hoop and holler, okay? If you Generation X, I know you have heard that before. It had pastors who act just like Jamal Bryant, but when the dude did it, the black preacher over for Trump, he was showboating and being a white supremacist and all that bullshit like it was all half damn crazy. Child, please. If y'all don't go to hell, not y'all, you know what I'm saying.
But his lifestyle is horrendous. I remember thinking, man, he on it. Because I think our organization kind of partnered with his organization as far as doctrinally. But then I heard him having kids out of wedlock with women in the choir. He doing all kind of nefarious things. And he did that sermon. I tell you guys, every time I talk about him, I'm still the man. He did a sermon after cheating on his wife and having an illegitimate child that he's still the man and he's not going to step down from being a pastor. Insanity.
And they're going to still follow him. And they're still going to listen to him. And they're going to just still continue to be led in the name of the Lord. Praise the Lord. And anybody that's saying what the hell it is that you want to hear, you go and you follow them. And then when they get taken down, shout out to Bishop Lamar Whitehead, then you're going to be saying, oh, it's not my fault. I willingly gave him the money, but it's not my fault. My son told me to give all of the money that I have in the world to a man that has me in church in a garage while he goes home to $1 million plus mansion. Stop this.
So now what does he do? He's made his name by being anti-Trump, by hating everything MAGA's doing, promoting unaliving the unborn, promoting LGBTQ AARP,
in the church, mind you, in the black ass churches that we grew up in.
As a pastor, you're supposed to be representing God, and you crazy. He's doing all of that in the pulpit. So Black History Month celebration at the White House came around. A bunch of people from Brexit went, a whole bunch of black influencers, a whole bunch of black people with prominence, politicians, you name it, they were there celebrating with Donald Trump. And one of them had a little sign with Jamal Bryant's face on it. And this is his response after that event took place. Roll it.
Been praying for me all week. You've been nervous all week, but I ain't afraid of the spooks that sit at the door.
The spooks that sit at the door. I wonder what he means by that.
These runaway slaves hiding in the White House.
Runaway slaves hiding in the White House. Remember when they had the Black History event in the White House and the colors that went there? And then the other colors on the outside that said that you're not supposed to talk to him. You're not supposed to associate with him. You're not supposed to do nothing for him. But then they turn around and say that he don't hire black people, bring in black people, do anything for black people. While black people are saying that he ain't ish. We can't trust him. He a racist. Leave me alone. Get out my face. I ain't talking to you. You see how that works? Maybe it's just me, child. Maybe it's just me.
Gonna throw my picture up thinking that I'm gonna be afraid. If you got real courage, don't show my picture. Show the picture of the one that fired the Black Joint Chief of Staff from the military. If you're gonna show a picture of the CEO of Target, Walmart, McDonald's, and Amazon that does not recognize black dollars or black business. If you're gonna put up a picture of the state legislators in Florida that abandoned black books. If you're gonna put up
that's all I. If you're gonna put up, that's what you're gonna sound like when you go to hell with all that lying you're doing. Let me correct a few things. We got about 3 minutes of this. Let me correct a few things. He's talking about the Joint Chief of Staff. I think he was mentioning that's black. Ended up leaving with the administration that he was currently in. He didn't get fired and all of that stuff. He left. He resigned because he knew.
But even if he didn't resign, like I don't know if we talked about it, but I talked about it to somebody. When a new administration comes in, you bring in your own damn people. Guess what? That's what happens in corporations as well. When someone new comes in, so for instance, Jane Fraser runs Citi. So before that, I forget who it was before that, but if she left and they brought someone in, guess what she gonna do? She gonna bring the people in that she trusts to help run the place, because that's how it works when you are in charge of something. So if you came in and you took something over and you used to your slate of people to help you, that helped you to get to where you are, and you don't bring them in and you go ahead and have the people here who are already here and you just gonna take them just because they there, you're a fucking idiot. Why is it wrong to bring in people that you trust? That's what I'm like. I just feel like people just don't know how fucking business works. I promise you, it's so ignorant. Shout out to Trent. He said, thank you, honey. He said, not all black people, but a lot of them are crazy. Okay. Shout out to Trent. He said, how much disrespect he think black people gonna take? I don't know. You're asking who this is on the screen? The one on the right is Officer Tatum, who is a conservative on YouTube. The one on the left is Pastor Jamal Bryant. I use the word pastor loosely, who is the one that's down in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it's Atlanta or if it's Georgia, who is telling his congregation of thousands, okay, to boycott, to stop shopping, to don't go to Target. He's organized a 30-day in March, if I'm not mistaken, to not shop anything but black and locally, even though I don't know where they're getting the locally from. And he's told them all to sell their fucking Target stock. Child, not that I thought that any of them had Target stock, because they think that this is going to make a difference. Someone had a post on my Facebook where they said how Target changed. And it was like, it was one day. Like, do they not know that stocks change daily? Like, what's the year look like? What's at least the 30 days look like to say if y'all making a difference or not? They go to a one day. But shout out to Georgia.
She was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
Okay, yeah. So that's who he is. And like Tatum said at first, he was on reality TV with his wife, cheated on her, like he said. I'm going to say allegedly, even though I kind of know it's true, had an illegitimate baby. And you got all these biatches out here following this daggone man. Lock, stock, and barrel. Thank y'all. That's why I messed up by not shouting out TLA right there. Come on, child.
We weren't going to have another position because he didn't agree with the administration upcoming. I heard, if you do the research, that Donald Trump was the one that nominated him in the first place. That ended up leading to him getting a job under Joe Biden's administration. So how about Jamal Bryant? You tell that part of it. While you sitting there talking stupid and going, oh, every time you talk, how about you tell the truth? You talking about the CEO of Target and all these other places. If you do your research, buddy, all that, you claim you got the Holy Spirit, you got no discernment. Do your research. DEI positively benefits white women more than any other group. Research has shown, proven, facts. And you mad at the companies for not putting up DEI when it benefits white people and not black people. Then they talk about Florida banning books. What books are they banning? They banning pornography in school. That's what they're banning. He won't tell you the name of the book. Really? Tell me the name of the book, Jamal, then, since you talk.
We already know what the name of the book is because Joy Reid was saying the same thing. But she's making a difference too. Tether. Shout out to her. That's not a tether we like. Coming over to America to tell FBA and ADOS what they should do and what she thinks and how it works. And she ain't even fucking American. Child, you can't make it up. Just listen to any effing body. Listen to the person here who cheats on his wife and has illegitimate children, but got a flock. And somebody said he took over Eddie Long. I believe he's deceased. Eddie Long was out here allegedly doing shit to children. But we don't want to talk about that either, right? Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you, honey. Said Trump has ushered in the end of the entitlement era. Exactly. They don't see it because they're so busy being entitled, which goes along with the video that I made in response to DOD, where his response to everything, there's no more free this. There's no more free that. If they get rid of the Department of Education, remember he was like, there's no more free lunch. There's no more free before school. There's no more free Head Start. Free. We like free stuff, you know? And our people are mad. Child, please. If people don't go get a job and shut the fuck up.
Okay. What's the name of the books that they're banning? It was determined that over 90% of these books that they had to put on the ban list were legitimately adult content in schools. Adult content that they couldn't even read at a city council meeting because it was inappropriate to read the title and read the substance in the book on camera. Nobody in Florida banning books presented by black folk.
Let me look at my background above this video to the left. This is one of the reasons why I did this and put that up here, because it was on a site called Feminist News that put this out here. So the Feminist News, which goes along with what Cedric is saying right now, is the one, and I've seen a couple of things from them. They are out here posting, talking about this economic boycott. And like the lady said, it includes women too. Yeah, child, we know.
But you're lying to all these black people, keeping them in trickery. I'll say one thing and we're going to continue. Runaway slaves. That's the first thing he said. These runaway slaves in the White House. Yeah. You know the difference between a slave and a runaway slave? A slave is still in bondage to the Democrat Party. The runaway slave actually acknowledges that they're free now. So
Yo, he's absolutely right. even thought of it that way. Oh my God, child. I tell you, we be learning, child. We be learning. Shout out to Tatum.
Slave and a runaway slave? A slave is still in bondage to the Democrat Party. The runaway slave actually acknowledged that they're free now. So your analogy didn't make too much sense. We free. We ran off the slavery of the Democrat plantation. So you're accurate. We are runaway slaves, running from the slavery that these idiots like you impose. Roll the clip.
Put up the picture of the one who is stealing classified information.
Child, you think Mima is doing any research? Hold on. Mima, where you go? Where you go? Because, child, I'm telling you, is a lot of older Black women up in here. All right? No shade.
I ain't ever scared. In case you forgot, I'm from the west side of Baltimore. If you got a problem, pull up on me.
Do y'all believe this church and Black people cheering? And y'all get mad at me for talking about Black people. Look at this. This is at a church. He telling somebody to pull up on him. Hold on, time out. Somebody get this video for me in the background. Jamal Bryant went to the hood and got punked, and they told him to get up out of there before they put their hands on him. Just find it. Jamal Bryant get called out in the hood or something. It's a video of that. So we'll get that in a second. But him running his mouth talking about pull up on me, find the one that's stealing your information from the IRS. He's talking about Elon Musk. These people are they're so deceptive to Black people. It is insane. Look at how many people are cheering at this Black church, listening to absolute.
Look at how full this church is, yeah. Look at how full this daggone church is. He had a good day this day, yeah. I'm telling you, he had a good day this day. Child, I can't take it. Shout out to Trinidad. He said, thank you, honey. He said, Pastor Jamal jackass. For sure. And it's been, and they can, like, look at all these people. This is why you can't talk to them. This is why me and my friend was arguing yesterday. Like, you're going to come in and insult me, but you will not listen to anything that I have to say because you know everything. You will not listen to anything that I have to say, and then you want to fucking insult me. Like, I can only deal with so much disrespect, yeah. Okay, child. Anyway, thank you, hon. He said it ain't work for Obama. He thinks it's gonna work. He does. Look at this. Look at all this support. Look at all this support. Of course, he thinks it's gonna work. It's working.
Absolute rubbish. Nobody's stealing classified information of your social security numbers from the IRS. What's happening is that they don't want us to have access to these illegal social security numbers that they give it to illegal aliens. That's what they're terrified about, that we have access to the dirty work that they're doing. Why is this man on stage talking about the separation of illegal aliens and their children, and he ain't talking nothing about the plight of the Black man and the people in his own church? They care more about illegal aliens. They care more about the unalive and the unborn. They care more about talking about racism when you're supposed to be preaching about the Lord Jesus.
Brandon Johnson, since TQS brought him up earlier, still fighting for migrants. They were supposed to be doing a lawsuit. Remember, the Black people were supposed to be doing a lawsuit because of all the help they was given when they first started coming. Whatever happened to that, Bueller? Because child, down in Dalton, they get lawsuits to come and go real quick. Whatever happened to that? I wonder if they're going to reelect that man.
And you talking about white privilege. You a fool if you think there's such thing as white privilege and you claim that Jesus Christ is your Lord. You a fool. Because there ain't no door that somehow the white man or the Black man or the green man or the rich man or the poor man ain't no door. Y'all got to maybe go back to Texas. I ain't gonna say door. Ain't no door. Somebody can close on you that the Lord already said you got it. Ain't no door.
Well, that's what we're supposed to believe. That's what colors, shout out to everybody that's here, but that's what colors is supposed to believe, specifically Generation X and older, right? Just believe in the Lord. The Lord will give you everything that you need. He will provide all your needs. Don't worry. Don't stress. Don't worry. Psalm 91. Have faith in the Lord, y'all. Have faith in the Lord, child. He got you, right? What's going on right now? I'm confused. Well, look who decided to drop in today. So I guess the 10 a.m. meeting ain't on. I'm on your ass, John Phillips. I didn't forget about last night. Talked your ass right on up in here. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Trent for another 2. He says, Blacks happy and cheering being led to. And they ain't going to change. A lot of old people here. Whoever just put in old ninjas gotta go. Exactly. What you did in the 40s, 50s, and 60s is not gonna work in 2025. Keep listening to fucking Al Sharpton. That ain't help nobody do shit. Oh, and now Pastor Jamal Bryant.
They can't close it on you. They don't have a boat. They don't have a lock. If they had a door, Jesus know the code. If they got the door, Jesus can pick the lock. How you existing in America playing on God's word? It makes me mad. that y'all didn't read the Bible every day of the week, went to seminary school, and you still ignorant, that you think that external factors other than the Lord Jesus can determine your doggone future. And you're so ignorant that you're pushing LGBTQ, you're pushing abortions, you're pushing all of that stuff from the pulpit, and these people are blind. They don't, and Jamal Bryant having kids out of wedlock. He was on a reality show, him and his wife, I think he got a divorce, and he got another woman now. This man had 3 marriages or so, didn't have kids out of wedlock while he's a pastor multiple times. Illegitimate kids. Some kids.
Damn, not multiple times. I ain't know that.
Say he don't even come around them, allegedly. He a deadbeat, allegedly, to some of his kids. And he up here talking about, show me the picture of Donald Trump. Show me the picture of your baby mamas. That some of them, your future baby mamas at the church right now. And this is Eddie Long's church. Eddie Long was a nut. And he took over this church. Empowerment Temple, you can look it up. He used to be the pastor of Empowerment Temple, doing all that shady stuff in there. And I think he got kicked out. And now he's at New Birth. He probably changed the name of it. But Pastor Eddie Long was the Bishop Eddie Long, they call him Bishop, was at New Birth. Go look up the drama that Eddie Long did before he died. He was sending pictures in his underwear to the boys at the church. They got the pictures. It's online. In his underwear. He probably was sending naked ones. They glad they didn't put that online. This is what Eddie Long was doing before this fool took over the Empowerment Temple. I mean, took over New Birth. I'm going to play the clips. We're trying to find that for you. Roll the clip.
Lord, do we want to see this? Lord, do we want to see this? Shout out to my girl up in here. Shout out to the MSDs, my girl, Average Logical Thinker. Thank you so much. Shout out to everyone that is here. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. We are listening to Officer Tatum talk about Pastor Jamal Bryant talk his sugar, honey, effing iced tea, that the colors are falling for hook, line, sinker. But y'all, you know I'm the problem. I'm a white supremacist talking points.
Stokely Carmichael said, our fathers had to run, but my generation is out of breath. We ain't running no more. Yea, though I walk. And after being on the run for 26 years from Saul and Philistines, David said, my running days are over. We don't have to run anymore. You only run when you're scared. But you walk when you got confidence. That greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Would you look at your neighbor and tell him I ain't running nowhere? Be like a tree. Be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding, knowing that your labor is not in vain. I'm not going to run when nobody is chasing me, but I'm going to walk like a smooth operator. I got to walk because I understand that no weapon formed against me shall be able to prosper. All these other churches might not say nothing, but at 6400 Woodrow, we right outside of Decatur where it's greater. You got to understand that there is more for us than there are against us. Look at your neighbor and say, as long as we stick together, we ain't got to run. Harriet Tubman said, whenever I tried to make our people be free, there were a few Negroes that tried to go backwards and tried to risk our freedom. I feel bad for them coons in the White House who are in there tap dancing.
Oh, coons tap dancing. Yo, next time there's a thing you need colors to go to the White House, somebody let me know. If there's a sign-up sheet, somebody let me know. I'm going. All right. If Trump will allow me, all right. I'll live stream if I can and let y'all in. Because if Big Tiff could live stream, I don't know why I couldn't. Let me know, child. DC is only right down the street. I can get there, child. I get to Florida. It's okay. I'll go. Let me know. I'm gonna go. You know I'm a white supremacist.
For massa, wearing bow ties, shitting and grinding, laughing like nothing is funny. Get out of there, Negro, and stand with your people so that you understand that God is on our side.
Stand with your people. P-E-P-O. Stand with your people. Listen to this ninja right here. He got all the information because he in a pulpit. And you know colors are supposed to listen because allegedly that's coming from the Lord. Child, please. But again, when the pastor was doing it at Donald Trump's party, whatever it was, he was being performative and it was not right. And he acting up and he shucking and jiving and he a coon. But this is okay. This is worse than what that dude was doing. And then again, the selective outrage, like we didn't grow up with this shit. Good fucking bye.
Woo, it's getting hot in here, boy. Hearing him do that sermon made me feel like I'm gonna go to hell watching him. You sitting up.
That's a nice shirt and it's fitting you good, boo.
There saying, let me tell y'all something, a little secret in the black community that y'all don't know. The word is Negro. These people try to toe the line so much, they want to say the other word. So what they do is instead of saying Negro, they say Negro. I'm telling you, it's a slighter word, but they want to say the other word. But a pastor saying N-word sound crazy. So
they would still cheer for him. I promise you they would still cheer for him regardless of whether he said the real N-word or not. Trust, even if he said nigga, they would still cheer for him.
Instead of saying Negro, they go Negro. They try to get as close to the N-word as they can. This is what Pastor Jamal Bryant is doing. You can see him. It ain't no Negro. It's Negro. They know it's Negro. White people didn't even say it like Negro. They know it. But they trying to toe that line because they want to say the N-word. A man wearing the clergy collar saying black people are coons in the White House because we decide to vote for things that are right instead of things that are wrong. He's celebrating and representing the.
I won't say it's right versus wrong. I will say vote for the interest of their own interest. I would prefer he said it like that. He said it like that. I'm not going to say right or wrong. I'm going to say voted for the interest, their own interests.
Party that's the party of slavery and the Ku Klux Klan. And who the idiot? And you got them black people in there cheering with their hands up, worshiping God.
Oh,
whatever God.
Lord. Focus, child.
They worship. I don't know who that one is. They worshiping God with no discernment. Not an ounce, not a lick, not a proportionality.
His tattoos are so good. They look so clear. If you see it on his face and his right arm.
Of discernment. It's crazy to me. This is what made Christianity look bad. And this is why black people are so stuck, because the devil knew that what freed black people was their religiosity, their access to genuine connection to God, that got them out of slavery, got them to a place in life that would benefit black people forever, coming from where they came from, in bondage, like the children of Israel. And they were freed from bondage. The stories of the Bible, the stories of Pharaoh, all of that stuff resonated to black people and they were able to be freed. They would sing hymns in code to let each other know how to get free. So the same people that—
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. He's absolutely on point with that.
Put them down, presented the Bible to them, thinking that they're ignorant.
But like he said, which I never even thought about that. They sat up there and he was like, "You runaway slave. Yeah. You want to run away. You want to get away from the slave." Negroes, colors, ebonies, black people
couldn't read. They interpreted the Bible enough to free them. And then the devil said, these people really love God. These people are really on fire for God. Black people are zealous. They are the most zealous people. I would argue that black people from the past, because they had a lot to gain. They had a lot of trust and belief and faith they had to put in God because it was insurmountable what black people had to go through. Some black people had to go through in this country. But the devil knew, if I can just get to that pastor, and that pastor will influence all these black people who are genuinely seeking.
All right, I love it, and I love looking at you, but let's move on, child. Let's move on, because he's going to show us something about the pastor. Jamal gets wrecked by his own hood. I want to see this. Let me shout out JP. Thank you so much, hon. He said, I was going to buy you a coffee, smart ass. I am in a meeting with my offshore team. Put me to sleep, so I dropped in, messy boots. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate your continued support. I'm still on your ass, but thank you. $10 will buy me a coffee. I appreciate you. Shout out to everyone who is here. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I'm for all this. Let's see this.
Put this in perspective. Jamal Bryant years ago, this is back when I used to like him, because he a bootlicking, sellout fool, selling his soul to the devil. He talking about them at the White House. They were welcomed in the White House. Donald Trump gave a presentation. Everybody had a good time in the White House. This is when Jamal Bryant tried to go to the hood, trying to make a spectacle of people watching. Roll it.
I'll let you, man. Check this out. This is one. Like, I'm the streets, man. What I want to know, man, cold-blooded, man. Like I'm saying, man, you say you for the people. You got people all up in the church. You know, you're supposed to let these people, man. And I mean, I understand that y'all separate no answers for like, yo, Martin, you come down here like I'm over there like 100, like, you know, some days you down here mad. Don't come.
Hold on. I don't know what he's saying. Let me slow it down, child. Let me slow it down, because I don't know what this man is saying. Come on, sticky fingers.
Roll it.
I'll let you, man. Check this out. This is one. Like, I'm the streets, man. What I want to know, man, cold-blooded, man. You, like I'm saying, man, you say you for the people. You got our people all up in the church. You know what I mean? You're supposed to let these people, man. And I mean, I understand that y'all separate no answers for like, yo, man, then you come down here like I'm over on the ground like 100, like 300 some days. You down here now. Don't come.
What'd you do for Taco?
We don't want you nowhere in our city, yo. Like you don't need, yo. We don't even want you on our streets. Like you disrespect our streets, man. This me. PFK home. I was on the front. You disrespected up here north, and you came down there. You ain't even fighting no war with us, yo. You ain't had nothing on your shirt. You ain't had no guns or nothing. And then you fuck with our oppressors. What you mean? How you with Brother Blake and all them, man? You trying to kill us, man?
Where were you?
Man, but we telling you are. The streets feel like you killing us, man. All right. No, we don't want you in our city now. Get the fuck out the whole city. Is it that easy? Then we can really get you the out of here. No, sir. Well, check this out, man. Don't come nowhere down here no more. Wherever PFK boom at, don't come. I know you can say your henchman. I know you, yo, Tinny and all them. I know you be going to see about all that. Get the henchman. Don't come down here no more. Boom, say. Me, as a man, the streets don't want you here. I'm speaking for them. So we see you here. So you said you won't come on my streets no more, right? Don't bring your ass down here no more. I mean it, yo. On my head, yo. Because you're the disgrace, a golden, a guardian angel for Satan. Because you damn sure ain't God me. Get the up out of here.
What you do for Tyrone once again?
Empower what this?
All right. I laugh at that because
OMG. Oh my God, that's his town. That's Baltimore. They say, get the fuck on up out of here. Whoever JPK, whatever his name was, Sticky Fingers look-alike.
Because he's so fake, man. You fake, bro. He got a camera crew. He got all this to go down there and act like he a pastor of the people, and he out here getting punked by the dude. He get up there and say, coons, and they trucking the job, and if you want to see me, then pull up. Well, homeboys, look, you ain't even welcome in where you claim you from. We are the Decatur, the greater, and then you ain't even welcome in these places. In real life, you at the church talking crazy. You not genuine, bro. Yeah. These people aren't genuine, y'all. Wow. They go and get degrees, they go and have talent, but they are not anointed. And they use their talents to profit. I guarantee you, if you can hear Jamal Brown and any of these pastors behind the scene, they talk just like anybody else. They cussing, they acting up, they acting a fool, they bribing, they scheming, they doing Ponzi schemes. They talk about how they gonna make next move.
Allegedly, officer. Let me move this forward to when he's looking at, he is on Jamal's ass. No diddy. Let's hear what he got to say.
See, is there another?
Shout out to Tatum.
The clip there. Let's go to the news clip real quick. Let's go to the news clip. Roll it.
DeKalb County pastor is now linked to what he calls an intimidation tactic. He says it came from people inside the White House. Take a look at this video, reportedly taken from the East Room. You can see a group mocking New Birth pastor Dr. Jamal Bryant. Channel 2's Archie Washington has reaction now from the pastor in Stonecrest.
Right, and the video is making waves on social media. In the video shows a group of people calling out Dr. Jamal Bryant by name and holding up a picture of him inside the White House. Now Dr. Jamal Bryant is responding, saying he will not be intimidated. A new video causing controversy from the White House in D.C. to the Lords in DeKalb County.
So he can say whatever he wants to say, right? Meaning the pastor Jamal. But then someone says something back in response. Now all of a sudden he got to have something to say. Oh, now you got to have something to say? All right, y'all.
Posted by White House correspondent Ava Ryan to
this is what pastors should be doing, right?
her Instagram page, the video appears to show a large group of people inside the East Room celebrating Black History Month and the newly appointed FBI Director, Kash Patel. But watch what happened next. A man holding a cell phone pans around the room and says, "Hold them motherfuckers accountable!" Then in the background, someone holds up a cutout picture of Dr. Jamal Bryant, the pastor of New Birth Cathedral in Stonecrest. That's right. Jamal, yeah. Dr. Bryant, a longtime critic of President Donald Trump's boycott of Target after the retail giant rolled back his DEI initiatives in step with President Trump's executive order. Friday, Dr. Bryant shot back and posted his own video in response.
It wasn't just about me, but it was, in fact, an attempt to silence the prophetic voice of the Black church.
In a statement to Channel 2, Dr. Bryant wrote in part, quote, "To be singled out at a White House reception as a potential target to be held accountable by the newly appointed FBI director was not on my 2025 bingo card. But let me be clear that no amount of intimidation or political pressure will silence the truth." And Dr. Jamal Bryant told me he will continue to fight for truth and justice. And we are here in Stonecrest, DeKalb County, Audrey Washington, Channel 2 Action.
So you can look this stuff up, and obviously these people are so sneaky, like Elon Musk. They got kids everywhere, but allegedly he has 3 with one woman and an outside baby. Now there's obviously rumors that he has more than that. He only claimed the ones that we can see publicly, but allegedly he got more. And he just got like a new fiance that he's, this guy, like when you talk about the Bible, being married is a significant thing. The Bible says you can't get a divorce and get remarried. That's what the Bible say. And you can take it how you want it. But when you're a pastor, you got to closely align with those values. And I get people make mistakes or not, but man, you got to at least believe what the Bible say. Some people criticize me because I had a kid I was never married and I had a kid out of wedlock and I asked God for forgiveness and I got married and did it the right way. So I'm not here to try to beat nobody over the head too hard. I'm just telling the truth. If you're a pastor of a church, you're held to a higher standard because
I was going to say that's something different when you want to be pastor and you want to be telling other people what to do while you're out here allegedly having affairs and having illegitimate kids, calling people names, telling people to sell stock, telling them what they should do, making sure your ass is on the news, making sure you're on reality shows. That don't sound very pastorish to me. It sounds very self-serving to me. And all those people in there, thousands upon thousands over there supporting it, carrying on. They don't care. We know. And then to call out what one person is doing while somebody else is doing it, but that person is wrong, but not this person. Child, whatever. Shout out to Reaper up in here. I see you. I appreciate you. He said, hey, Messi, it's too dang early. He is not welcome in Decatur. MSG, MSD. Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate you. Let me go ahead and shout out to Kev G for another Cash App. Thank you so much, hon. He said, for Biden, if you don't boycott, you ain't black. Honestly, I'm surprised that they didn't make that happen and be a thing. Nothing surprises me anymore.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Shout out to Officer Tatum. I appreciate looking at you. Let me go ahead and start looking at some of these other videos, see where this boycott is going. So this is a lady, Martha Harris here on YouTube. She's put this 3-minute video out talking about black people. Have you noticed how quiet the protest is? Now, this was from a day ago.
Have you guys noticed how quiet the protesting is? I mean, really, have you all noticed how quiet it is? The state that I live in, I've been seeing bits and pieces of them on the news, you know, showing clips. White people, some Hispanic people, not too many, but no black people. But that's the trick. That's the reason why they want us to come on out there with them. That is the trick. Because they know that's when all the noise would happen when black people come out there. That's when all the violence will kick off. Because we already know how they feel about black people. You know, once we get out there, like I said, all hell is going to break loose. You know what? We know better. We're not coming out there. Now's the time for you to show you, yourself, and other people what you're actually made out of. Period. But we're not stupid. We're not going to jump in the fire. We tried to tell you all what was going to kick off, but you guys didn't want to listen. You didn't want to listen. So now is what you need to do is what you're doing right now. Protest all you need to protest, but we're going to sit back and we're going to watch and see how you guys actually handle this. We're going to.
I'm assuming that she's trying to be the 92%, right? Remember, the 92% are supposed to be sitting everything out. Remember, y'all remember that? Did y'all forget already? Remember, the 92% is supposed to be sitting everything out, ain't supposed to be helping nothing and nobody, nada. Just sit and watch America burn. Well, clearly that didn't happen, right? And she's over here trying to act like, I think she's saying that like no black people are participating. Girl, where you been? Girl, where you been? Ain't saying nothing. Ain't running off at the mouth. After what we just watched, especially with Pastor Jamal.
See exactly what you made out of. That's what we're going to do as black people. But we're not stupid. We're not going to come out there and fight your battles. No.
Oh, black people are not going to go out here and fight the battles. That's not what we're doing. Not we. Black people, though.
Oh, more. Period. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So keep your chin up.
Girl, do I hear a chirp?
Do what you need to do for yourself. Because we will be sitting back, enjoying life, taking care of ourselves, taking care of families, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. So we'll keep sitting back watching and seeing what you guys do, you know, because again, you can't trick us. We know better.
You can't trick us. We know better.
You can keep doing what you're doing and all of that. Get us one time, get us twice, third time. Nah, I don't think it's going to kick off like that, you know. So we already know what's what. Mm-hmm. So handle your business, white people. Do what you need to do.
Handle your business, white people.
Going forward, because we as black people, we out of it. We don't want to have anything else to do with that. But when it comes time for us to organize and do what we need to do, when that time comes, we will have each other back. We will.
Will we now? Also, the colors, the blacks are going to have each other's backs, yeah.
As a community, as people,
mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm sorry, but you guys got to handle this on your own. And like I say, we will be sitting back and watching and see how you guys handle it. Okay?
Okay.
And I'll see you guys in the next video.
All right, girl. Oh, she got a nice house, though. She got a nice house. Shout out to her background. Anyway, y'all. Shout out to Trinidad. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. He says, MSD Queen, relieve the pressure, please. Child, is this Tether Talk? What the fuck? Relieve the pressure, please. We in a hat, fat back. What in the world are you talking about? It's too early. We need a small reset. Yeah, y'all can watch that thirsty, half-naked man also. Child, what are you saying here? I'm sorry. I don't understand what you're saying. What are you saying, boo? I'm sorry. Relieve the pressure, please. We eating hat, fat, bounce. It's too early. We need a small reset. Boo, I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to be funny. What are you saying, baby? Because I don't know what you're saying. Just type it. You don't have to super chat me. Just type what it is that you are looking for. Oh my God. This is hilarious though. Because you know what? Shout out to the Tethers.
No. 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 Hell no. No. No.
Oh my God. Wow. The funny part is, y'all, I knew what he was talking about. I absolutely knew what he was talking about. But y'all, what in the world? I still love you. Oh my God.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, eating the cat. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. Eating the cat, eating the cat.
Oh, how do I understand Tether Talk though? Shout out to you, Trinidad. I appreciate you, hun. Shout out to everyone who is still here, child. I was not supposed to be on this long. Shout out to y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button. We got 46 people over in Messy Michonne Reacts. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you. Please, please, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. They actually have a live stream about the economic boycott. So I'm going to go to that in a second. Let's go over here and see what this woman has to say. There's a lot of focus on Chicago for some reason, right? Economic blackout, will a 24-hour boycott make a difference?
Some people are putting their money where their principles are as consumers in the Chicago area take part in a one-day economic boycott. The 24-hour-long spending blackout is set for tomorrow, February 28th. Shoppers are being asked to skip buying anything essential that day, and if they do have to shop, try to buy locally at a small business. Lauren Jones is on board.
I feel like boycotting for a day or avoiding buying is one really easy way to get involved in the movement to kind of show.
Oh my gosh, this woman is beautiful, but that hair is amazing. That is so cute. Hey, boo. Hey, boo.
So that we're not happy with what's happening.
The collective action is meant to protest major retailers who have dumped their diversity, equity, and inclusion programs after President Trump and his administration eliminated federal DEI initiatives. It's estimated that Black consumer buying power in the United States.
So Donald Trump got rid of DEI initiatives, but the companies can do what they want. But they want to make sure, right, that they blame Donald Trump. Okay, forget your Biden. Forget how all these people basically stopped doing this stuff under Joe Biden. Like, yo, come on now. We know this. How come they don't see this? Why, what the fuck?
Is around $1.7 trillion annually.
People are ready to do something. So beginning tomorrow is the something that people are going to do.
Since organizers of the boycott came up with the idea, the economic protest has been expanded to include rolling monthly boycotts targeting other retailers and companies like Amazon, Nestle, General Mills, and McDonald's. And while some experts say a company can be shamed into reversing certain decisions, the question remains, can a boycott like this really work?
One day does not a boycott make.
Grocery.
Oh, no, Black lady. Oh, no, Black lady. You cannot say that. That is sounding a little racist, child.
Really work.
One day does not a boycott make.
Grocery store owner Liz Abono isn't quite.
Shout out for the Black woman owning a grocery store. Hopefully she gets a ton of business today. Shout out to oh yeah, that's how we ended, Nicole. I got it. Oh, that's how we ending it. Shout out to you. I synced it, child. We're going to watch it at the end. Shout out to your excellent sir in the building. I appreciate you, hon. He said, good morning, family. I just renewed my Amazon Prime. I'm about to go fill my tank up, then donate to the Ronald McDonald Foundation. I got some Target rewards that I'm going to use today as well. You are racist. And don't forget, y'all, McDonald's has free fries on Fridays. Our girl let us know.
Sure. As the owner of the 40 Acres Fresh Market, she says without a clear goal, trading one shopping day for another doesn't address the root issue.
Right. No goals whatsoever. Just do it because we said to do it.
Of mindsets around supporting Black businesses and the destruction of small neighborhood shops by big box retailers.
Another way to go back on that.
Hold on. Before she starts speaking, I remember way back when, I can't even remember year, but I remember when Walmart started to be a thing, right? Like it started to be coming in neighborhoods. They started to grow. People saw that they, had lower prices, and they had everything, right? So it was like one-stop shopping. People was out here saying, y'all, don't let this happen. They're going to take away the mom and pops, because where I used to live, there were like hardware stores where you could go to the hardware store. It was an actual hardware store. You could go to places where you could actually go and get your parts for your refrigerator and like fix your refrigerator. I guess the refrigerator guy came and fixed your refrigerator. I don't know what that's called. You could actually go to those places. They don't exist anymore. They was trying to say, don't let Walmart come in. Don't let Walmart come in. Nobody wanted to listen. It's cheap. It's cheap. It's for free, right? Now, here you go. All these daggone years later, I'm telling you, I've been here since before Walmart became a thing. People was trying to say, don't let this happen. Don't let this happen. Don't let this happen. And then now it's happening. Now you're still complaining, child. Can't win for losing. Shout out to your excellent sir. Shout out to JP with another 10. I appreciate you. He says, since you think you got such low what? MSD members, I'm taking care of my MSG queen Lauren, sending her a hundo for being down. Shout out to Lauren for being able to use her feminine wiles in order to get what it is that she needs. That is MSD all MFing day. Go tell your mama. Shout out to J. Larone Presents. I see you. I appreciate you. He said, so what's the end game? Child, I don't know. Child, I don't know. They want an apology. Child, I don't know. Make this make sense. Do they think the stores are going to bring back DEI? I'm assuming that's what they are looking for. But hopefully this lady get all the business that she can today, though. I support all that for her. Anyway.
By big box retailers.
Another way to go back on that. I think my bigger issue with all of this is the fact that it has made me realize how dependent we are on these large corporations. And I think now is the time for us to say, where does that shift look like?
Local leaders are hoping to come up with a list of businesses for consumers to shop.
Either cut us in or cut it out. We don't have to shop everywhere. And so we're going to be talking about how do we diversify our spending.
The Rainbow Push Coalition. Do y'all remember that from back in the day? That would be Jesse Jackson. No shade. If it did what it needed to do, then let it do what it needed to be did, right? Shout out to our girl A-Team. I did not realize you had a channel. Make sure we support our girl. Shout out to A-Team. Always, always, always sending me stories. Always, always, always. I see you. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, we just starting out. We need to get our girl to monetization. Make sure we are subscribed. Please and thank you. Appreciate you always being here and everything. Shout out to Nicole for dropping the channel. So another like seriously, y'all. Let me just say. Listen, I was not planning on being here this long. We already at 2 hours. Where the young people at? Where the young people at? Besides the 5-year-old out here stealing with his older brother allegedly. Where are the younger people? Because that's who needs to be gotten. That's who needs to be gotten. Where they at? Where they at? All right. Keep listening to the elders, though. I'm sure eventually things will change, child. Go on.
Diversify our spending.
Another group of faith-based leaders are planning their own boycott.
Several of the boycotts are planned as activists say they're pushing back against corporate greed while demanding respect for their dollars.
Pushing back on corporate greed while demanding respect to their dollars. Okay. Got it. Are they going to do anything about Nike or no? Okay. All right. Anyway. This one is from 3 hours ago, so this is more recent. Economic blackout. Will a 24-hour boycott make a difference? So everybody got the same damn saying the same damn thing. Shout out to Grape Tea News up in here. Love you back, hun. Old ninjas gotta go, Grape Tea. The sentiment remains the same. We're gonna be saying this all year, clearly, as they continue to wild out about things that were already going on pre-Donald Trump. Okay, but it's all Trump's fault, child.
Hey, good morning to you both. You may have seen the movement spreading on social media, especially on Instagram, telling people to stop spending for the next 24 hours this Friday. It's basically an economic blackout. No spending on your credit cards, no cash, no filling up your gas, no groceries, nothing to eat, even at fast food chains. Why? It's telling people to stand up for their principles and against policies they don't agree with.
We realize the cycle is they get their money from people like us who give them the ability to utilize our dollars.
Wait. What is going on? Hold on. Yo, you see this? What do y'all want from me? I am trying to be focused here.
Don't agree with.
We realize the cycle is they get their money from people like us who give them the ability to utilize our dollars. Take it back. We start from the root and we build from the ground up.
Friday, February 28th. For the next 24 hours, shoppers are being asked to skip buying essentials from big box stores, protesting major retailers who've dumped DEI initiatives. Some of those stores include Target, Walmart, and Amazon. This comes after the Trump administration eliminated federal diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. People's Union USA is behind the charge.
The full 24-hour economic blackout where we do not spend a single penny.
Oh, wait, this is the person in charge. Like I think the person that's really in charge.
diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. People's Union USA is behind the charge.
The full 24-hour economic blackout where we do not spend a single penny. No Walmart, no Amazon, no gas, no fast food, no corporate giants, nothing. This is about showing them that without us, they have nothing, that our dollars hold the power, and together we can disrupt this system that has taken advantage of us for far too long.
The movement making their next.
Okay. Shout out to Fit Granny to give us the real. Okay. She said maybe she has a hormonal issue, but I'd laser off that ish. Maybe. But looking at the others around there, I'm not thinking that that's what the issue is. But shout out to you for being optimistic. We appreciate that, child. We see who's in charge of this, and then maybe the colors jumped onto it or something. But child, not the whole white man.
Oh, you're being a racist!
Next move, March 28th, suggesting consumers stand up to corporate greed as giants like Nestle and General Mills grow wealthier, and most Americans are struggling to pay their bills and afford groceries. If you do have to shop, do it locally at small businesses in your neighborhood, or as Reverend Al Sharpton.
Anybody let me back that up. Anybody got any small businesses around them, Bueller? Anyone have any small businesses around them, Bueller, where you can say you're not going to go to any of these places, and then that you can go to them instead, meaning the small businesses. Let me thank JP John Phillips, who just sent me a Venmo and said, funky ass Starbucks, you get on my damn nerves. Woo! Yeah, I love you too. I tell you, shout out to the MSDs. They can say what they want. Say what they want, okay? Talking mad sugar, honey, iced tea. I appreciate you. Shout out to everyone that is here. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Hold on. I think I missed somebody. J. Larone, I got you. Shout out to Dolomite fan number 1. Shout out to you, hon. I appreciate you. He said, this boycott is utter BS. This is a litmus test by these leaders to see if they still have influence over us. You know what? I can see that. Absolutely. I agree with you. Hashtag say no to fake leaders. I agree. That's probably what it is. But I feel like they also knew during the election when Obama was able to come out here and say what he had to say, no one had to apologize. And then all the people that was talking negative, nasty, and still ended up with 92% of Black women who voted for Kim. And even though a few Black men did vote for Trump, still enough Black men still voted for Kim. But yeah, I agree. Imagine if whoever said it a second ago, imagine if we had to have Kim right now, what it would be like. I can't even imagine, child. I'm sure the eggs would be back down to $1.99 a dozen. Thank you so much, Dolomite fan. Shout out to Live from New York. I appreciate. She said 12 midnight is going to be crazy spending. I agree. If it ain't crazy spending right now, to be perfectly honest with you. Shout out to Trent. Thank you, hon. He said, I just bought a pack of gum from... Goodbye, sir. He said, I just bought a pack of gum from Amazon. Shout out to MSD Trinidad for continuing to support... MSG Trinidad for supporting an MSD, even with all his ish talking, along with JP. I see y'all. I love you too.
If you do have to shop, do it locally at small businesses in your neighborhood, or as Reverend Al Sharpton and his National Action Network push.
Yeah, the volume is low because, child, this is Pix 11 News, child. I don't even know who these people are. It's on their end that it's low. It's as high as it can be. But she about to talk about Al Sharpton, child.
Locally at small businesses in your neighborhood, or as Reverend Al Sharpton and his National Action Network push to support businesses that have doubled down on DEI initiatives like Costco. Sharpton is calling for another economic boycott April 2nd to April 5th. Keep in mind, there is a whole MAGA movement also behind this, saying to...
Oh, no. There's a MAGA movement, y'all. There's a MAGA movement, y'all.
Keep in mind, there is a whole MAGA movement also behind this, saying today's the day that you should shop. If you get your groceries on Sunday, get them today instead to make up the difference. So the trillion-dollar question is, will one day of an economic blackout really make a difference?
Child, we done already got that answer, but thank you. Pix 11. I don't know where these people are. It's their volume low, y'all, so sorry about that. Let's go to, this is more recent. This is an hour ago. Kron, K-R-O-N. I don't know where that's at. Economic, let me change the screen. Hold on. Economic blackout protests underway Friday.
Happening now, a nationwide boycott of major retailers is underway. Critics of companies like Target that are rolling back their DEI programs are urging people to shop local. Organizers are calling it an economic blackout. Converse Joey Horta, Walnut Creek with more on that. Good morning, Joey.
Brina, good morning. Yeah, the group behind this whole thing is trying to send a message to those corporations that are doing these things they don't like. The message is, if you want our money, stop doing that. The group is called the People's Union USA. They're targeting rising prices, which they call corporate greed. They're also boycotting companies that are rolling back DEI programs. And the messages to those who want to follow this is, don't shop on Amazon today. Don't shop at major retailers like Target, Walmart, or Best Buy. Don't spend money on gas or fast food at the big brand names like McDonald's. And don't use credit cards, they say, for non-essentials today. Organizers say that if they can disrupt the economy for just one day, it will send a powerful message.
Ultimately, sending a message. Uh-oh, no, white man. Oh, white man. What are you about to say?
For just one day, it will send a powerful message.
Ultimately, all of our economy is built on transactions, and it is built on people buying stuff. And so if enough people are not buying stuff, that creates a big enough problem for the people planning to sell stuff.
White man. Oh, white man.
Powerful message.
Ultimately, all of our economy is built on transactions, and it is built on people buying stuff. And so if enough people are not buying stuff, that creates a big enough problem for the people planning to sell stuff.
Okay, we'll see, sir. We'll see.
Here's what they're recommending instead. Shop local for food and medicine, but only if it's stuff that you can't go without today. Go to the little mom and pop stores, the small businesses here to get what you need today. But will it actually make a difference and change the way big corporations operate? We're going to take a closer look at that coming up later this morning. In the meantime, this boycott is lasting until midnight tonight. And organizers say if they don't make a difference with these corporations not listening to their demands today, their next boycott will last even longer. Back to you.
There you go. Moving on. CBS Chicago shoppers are encouraged not to spend Friday in protest of big corporations. This is as of 2 hours ago.
And today, a grassroots economic blackout starting right here in Chicago. There are several groups stepping forward asking Americans not to spend any money today as a form of protest. So can enough consumers hold off on shopping for one day to really make an impact? Let's go to Marissa Perlman live in the West Loop getting those answers as we check in with some experts on this. Good morning, Marissa.
Audrina, good to be with you. That is the question we will try to get the answer to today. Yeah, these groups are calling it an economic blackout, and Target stores across the country are one of the main targets of this blackout.
Tomorrow we make history. Tomorrow we remind them who really holds the power.
Okay.
Well, that's John Schwartz posting on social media with the People's Union USA. His grassroots organization is asking you not to spend any money today as an act of economic resistance to protest the influence of billionaires, big corporations, and both political parties on the lives of Americans. Here's how it could work. The People's Union USA calls the 24 hours of spending abstinence currently underway an economic blackout. That's the term that's now circulating on social media. Now, the group says it also plans to promote week-long consumer boycotts of other companies like Walmart and Amazon, too. They want big retailers who have all cut diversity, equity, and inclusion programs to feel the pinch. Many have questioned if a one-day boycott will have any impact in the long term. Mike Nellis runs a Chicago-based digital fundraising and advertising agency for Democrats. Take a listen.
We're going to have to take some unconventional actions, and this is a good place to start.
Now, here at home, Rainbow Push announcing it will take part in this economic blackout as well, vowing no corporate spending, no gas purchases, no online retail, and no grocery store spending as well. So we'll see how this all shakes out as we head into the rest of the morning and evening. For now, we're live in the West Loop. I'm Marissa Perlman, CBS.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Anyway, so nothing else as far as I can see is like new. So we'll have to wait till the end of the day to see what's what, or tomorrow or whatever. So we'll see. Anyway, y'all. So that's what's going on with your DEI efforts and your Target boycott and your blackout boycott on the last day of Black History Month. That's what a TI is. Shout out to Logical Thinker. Thank you so much, hon. She said you had it right the first time. MSD Trend. MSD Trend and MSD JP. Shout out to you, JP, for another 10. Thank you so much, honey. He said, I played in the sandbox too long today. Goodbye, old ninja. Time to play boss now as I end Black History Month. That's right. Get back to work. Yeah, you got to work. All right. We done with that. So we got to end with this video from Kendra G. For those that don't know, Kendra G went on to Tam Tam, and well, first of all, she went to the Super Bowl and lost her wig, like literally. Then she went on Tam Tam talking about the Valentine's Day time special, or whatever the hell you want to call it, right? We already did that video. Make sure you go watch it if you have not. Then Corey Holcomb talked about her last week, if I'm not mistaken, if not the week before, talking about, you know, how Kendra is, how she ain't good for women, blah, 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 blah. Then, of course, we saw the video with Medium Man that said that Kendra is the most qualified to talk to women about relationships and all that type stuff. And I did that video. Make sure y'all watch that if you didn't. Now it looks like Kendra has responded to Corey Holcomb with a whole 20-minute video, basically, on how Corey Holcomb ain't ish and he talking ish. And basically, it looks like they about to go back and forth, because I promise you, this upcoming week's 5150 show is going to be something else because of this video that she just made. Messing around with a comedian sometimes is probably just not the best thing to do. But what do I know? Primetime said Dollar General has a clearance sale. They have a clearance sale every week. If you go to the back, they got a whole section of clearance stuff, and it'd be some good prices sometime, but we shall see. Anyway, all right, let's see what's going on. And I'm going to speed it up, child, because we already at 2:18.
Kendra G, she made a goddamn fool out of herself.
Today, I'm going to give a gift to Corey Holcomb. Oh, Corey Holcomb, you're going out sad, baby. You are going out sad. But this is my gift to you because I know this is what you wanted, because this is how you pay your bills, off of content from the internet. And it's just so sad because, you know, we just had so much high hopes from you. Like, you could have been in the list of Chicago comedian legends that came to LA and did big things. Look at Lil Rel. Oh, the career is just going up and up. Late night talk shows, movies. Deion Cole, Chicago legend, just hosted the Image Awards, countless TV shows, working with Oprah in movies. D. Ray Davis. Oh, the resume is too long for me to even stay in this conversation. Countless TV shows, tours around the world. Then we have Corey Holcomb, a Chicago YouTuber. You can stay in Chicago for this shit. I mean, you didn't have to move to California to be a YouTuber, Corey. Now, I really...
Oh, and they both in the same place right now? Oh, no. All right, I'm going to tell y'all, I don't know who Corey Holcomb is except for, you know, him coming on Tuesdays. And I, you know, see it the next day. So I don't know what he did beforehand. I just know he's a daggone comedian, right? I didn't know he was in California. It used to be in Chicago. So it looks like maybe it's a trend, right? So, yeah, Kendra is mad because he talked about her originally last week or the week before. This week is going to be worse, I think.
Thought long and hard before doing this video, because I know this is what you want, because this is how you pay your bills. And I know giving you attention indirectly helps you.
I'm pretty sure YouTube is not how Corey Holcomb pays his bills, but I could be wrong. I digress. I don't know what Black Jesus is, but there y'all go. What does Corey Holcomb do? Y'all, like, has he been in movies, I guess, or whatever?
Because it gives you content to talk about. But that's why I'm calling this video my gift to you. This will help you pay your mortgage next month. Okay? Okay, let's get into it. Now, recently, Corey Holcomb tried to break down my Tamron Hall interview on his show, but he tried to slander my name on purpose, intentionally, by presenting the Tamron Hall interview I did in a wrong manner. Okay. Tamron Hall personally invited me on her show to break down different dating trends and different dating styles. Tamron Hall says at the top of the show, I'm going to go to these two women, me and another young lady, to break down different dating trends and styles. Take a look.
Okay, so my team found 2025's most talked about dating trends and catchphrases. These ladies are going to break it down. I gave you some of them at the beginning of the show, so don't feel badly if you've never heard of them, because I had never heard of them.
First one that Tamron Hall does is called future proofing. And she asked me directly, Kendra G, to break it down. Take a listen.
And I didn't look them up because I want to know how you define it. Future proofing.
Yes.
Kendra.
Oh, you got to have a job. You have to have an ambition that's going to go somewhere for sure. I want to see W-2 forms. I want to see success records. I want to meet your mama. I want to know where you live. Is it in your name? I'm talking from the woman's perspective. Yeah. So they're like, I don't want to make you be already made. I don't got clay. I'm not magic.
But guys don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true. But the thing with guys,
and they don't want a broke lady.
Well, no, I don't know though. Some men, I don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000. Lashes is $300.
Okay.
You know,
are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes. Well, I think that, yeah. That's real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like this is what I do for myself. So a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why? If you're here. If a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now, I'm not saying
wait a minute. This is getting spicy in here.
But I'm with you, Tamron, because I got my own money.
Don't say nothing.
Now, Corey Holcomb takes a portion of that interview and he intentionally makes edits to make it appear that I'm talking about myself, opposed to answering the question of what is future proofing. Take a look.
Now, somebody else said this in the comments of the video that I made, saying that Kendra wasn't talking about herself. Y'all, get the fuck out of my face. I don't care how she said it. What woman on Kendra G's show is out here buying $2,000 wigs? Bueller. $300 eyelashes. Bueller. It's Kendra that's doing that. It's Kendra that's doing that. I'm not saying that they're not buying wigs and lashes, spiders, makeup, and weave. I'm not saying that. But she gave a specific number because that's what she's doing. So she's inadvertently, I guess, including herself in here. Please stop this. Please stop this. Please stop this. None of the people calling Kendra G's show, for the most part, are buying $2,000 wigs. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying.
I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't care. It's too funny. I had to say something about it. I want to talk about the sister Kendra G. She's a girl who used to do radio in Chicago that I met on the radio in Chicago. And I think she really flopped when she went on this show with Tamron Hall. And I'm going to just play the clip first and let people watch. They might see what I'm talking about. So can we play that clip? All right, give it to me.
Just because I heard you say
I don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000. Lashes is $300.
Wigs is $2,000. That wig just may be $2,000 damn dollars. Come on now. All this stealing of wigs that we've seen and stealing shit out of the hair salon, the hair store, whatever the hell it is that you want to call it. Shout out to 18. She said, what happened with Kendra's previous boyfriend? Obviously, she didn't check his W-2s. Whoops. I don't disagree with you, child.
$100. Okay, so are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes, well, I think that, yeah, that's real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
Why, if you're here? If a man is here, why am I
not here for my wigs?
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now,
I just speak because I heard.
Stop.
That's crazy.
She made a goddamn fool out of herself.
Now, if you watch the interview back, you will see that there's a moment when Tamron says, well, why can't, the woman just pay for the wigs herself? I said, I agree with you, Tamron. I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why? Well, in order for Corey to drive this narrative, he edited that one key part out. I feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
Why? If you're here. If a man is here, why am I
not here for my wigs?
Because had he kept that in the interview, he would have revealed I was never talking about myself.
Girl, go to hell. Girl, go to hell. Goodbye. Like Logical says, she's using the woman on her show to speak for her expectations, which goes into the media man stuff, who says that she is qualified to speak to the people that call her show. I agree. They ain't out there buying no damn $2,000 wigs, child. They barely want to buy $300. At one point in life, when I was sitting up here buying $500, people was like, oh my God, why? I'm like, why do you fucking care? If I can afford to do it, then I can fucking afford to do it. Ain't nobody out there buying no $2,000. That is her. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. She is inadvertently including herself in that. Play with somebody else. You can do the semantics all you want to, child. I wasn't born yesterday. Let me speak for myself. I was not born yesterday.
Baby, I got enough money to take care of myself. I'm so thankful to God that I don't need no man to live the way that I want to live in this world.
Don't forget she in her single season. I
am a blessed woman, okay? Very blessed and very grateful. I can buy my own wigs, my own lashes, my own shoes. I can do whatever I want to do and happy to do so. So to try to paint the narrative that I said a man has to do that to be in my presence is just a lie. Now, here's another really funny moment because see, Corey.
It's not a lie, but you go ahead and you say what you want because you wanna act like somebody's portraying you wrong. You portray yourself how you are every single night on this daggone show. And I don't watch it, but I've seen enough clips and we've done enough reviews to know what it is. Now, all of a sudden, that's not who she is. Girl, go to hell. Shout out to Trinidad. Thank you. He said, Corey honestly stepped really light on this. He used a lot of softer words from the norm. So yeah, next week, maybe pure and raw for sure. I agree with you. Thank you so much. Shout out to Lauren. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I see you. I appreciate you. Everyone, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
Holcomb thought the joke was on me. Whole time, the joke is on you. Because there's also a moment in that interview when Tamara says, well, a man doesn't want a broke woman.
They don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true, but the thing with
and they don't want a broke lady.
Well, no, I don't know though. Something. And I said, well, I took a moment because actually, Corey, you came to mind. You are on record saying you only date women who are in poverty-stricken situations because you can control them. They can afford to leave you. You represent men who prey on women who are less fortunate. These are words that you have said out of your own mouth.
You know this. You keep mentioning women in poverty. Why? Like, what's your?
Well, I'm older now. I'm not as young as I used to be. So women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, their children can get some,
hold up, goddamn,
some outlet Jordans. Girls in poverty, because they have a deficiency. Poverty is a deficiency out here in America. I can fix your little deficiency if you do what I want you to do. I think it's an even exchange.
Now, another moment from the Corey Holcomb interview I want to break down. This was the part that had me laughing the most. Now, he proceeds to talk about my attraction level, and he says that Tamara Hall is a bad woman, and I agree. Tamara Hall is extremely beautiful. But I, on the other hand, am not as attractive.
I want to tell Kendra G something that she really needs to stop pretending is about this as well. Tamara Hall is a bad.
Super bad.
Her problems ain't your problems. Kendra, if a motherfucker wake up arguing with you, get your monkey ass out my face. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Now that doesn't bother me. Man, you could call me a 0. It would not hurt my feelings. Okay, you could call me a -5. I would not care because who's ever judging me, I don't want you back. So we have a match. You don't want me, I don't want you. But the reason why it's funny for Corey Holcomb to say that, Corey Holcomb is on record trying to holler at me for years.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shout out to Abigail. She said, this woman talks too much. She isn't smart enough to know that she just messed all her little money up running her mouth. I don't know. Beef does good on the internet, though. Beefing does good on the internet. So it actually might be a good thing. And maybe that's why she took the time to do it with all this heavy editing as well to get her point across. But she still sounds crazy because this is not her lane to talk like this. Just like when she did that Kevin Samuels roast, we shall call it. I don't know. It's just not, it's not a look that goes well with her. Shout out to Albert C. I appreciate you, hon. He said, just the FYI, Kendra's app is full of prostitution, SYSBM, where I think you spelled that wrong, is SYCBM, gentlemen, SYCBM.
Years, I have receipts. I have public receipts. Actually, Corey Holcomb was on my dating show trying to holler at me. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
But what's up with you?
I'm not available, Corey, but you and I are not a good. This is not, I would never date a person like you, Corey.
Why would you looking for?
I'm going to invite you to my wedding, Corey.
I wouldn't go because I'll be trying to flirt with you when you go to bed, though. You got a boyfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I got to wait this out again. catch you. One of these years, I'm gonna get you.
I was single for a very long time.
I'll be tricking too.
You do?
I'm a trick. I see the struggle in them. That's why I chase strugglers.
All right, Corey Holcomb is hanging out with us.
I chase strugglers. Why would I chase a girl? Look, you got a job. You see how hard it is for me to get with you? You got a job. I've been trying to smash her since I saw it, but it just all them radio girls, when they lose their radio job, I get them.
No, you don't
10 years from now,
no, 10 years
you
from now,
belong to me.
Corey Holcomb in the studio, Chicago. We are coming right.
You know what? Let me break down the last interview I just played, because in that interview, Corey says out of his own mouth, he's been trying to have sex with me for years. But because I have a job, I won't go. But one day I'll lose my radio job and then I will belong to him. Well, let me talk about the
I don't know, y'all. Okay. Like, she's out here trying to act like this is some, Corey's been trying to have sex with me. Girl, that's what they do. What are we talking about? This is not like, Corey's been wanting to. He's also joking. If you're looking, he's a fucking comedian. What are we talking about? If I was sitting there, not to say anything, he would probably say the same thing, and any other comedian would do the same thing. Like, what are we talking about? You trying to put this off as this is some wonderful thing right now, girl. A girl. Come on now. We got to know better than that at this age. Now I know you ain't reached 50, but come on now. We got to know better things. Maybe this is a point of what Media Man is talking about, because really it sounds like somebody from her show. I've been engaged 5 times. Girl, you ever been married so you couldn't close the deal? Isn't it true? I know it's true already. Men are visual and they can imagine having sex with anyone. They can visually see it. So they're going to cold approach, right? But he's also doing this in front of here as a fucking comedian being funny. Girl, live from New York, appreciate you. She said they're both full of shit. I don't disagree. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Child, come on, child.
The facts. I didn't lose my radio job. I actually quit my radio job. That is when the Kendra G hate began from Corey. I've been hosting my dating show for 5 years. I just showed you Corey Holcomb was once on my show. No one cared. No one cared about my little old dating show when it was just on Instagram. But as I grew, the jealousy, the envy for my success grew. In the beginning of
the jealousy and the envy for her success grew. So now Corey Holcomb is jealous and envious of Kendra G, where they both on the same app, mind you. They both on the same damn app. Remember when she said, Kevin decided he just wanted to be a YouTuber. And what is Kendra doing? And now all of a sudden, now we're supposed to believe. Because the crowds are pretty good in Corey Holcomb's live stream, 10,000 and above. I feel like it might get to 15,000 above this week. And now you want to act like he's jealous of you. Okay, girl, whatever you say, child. I tell you, just be out here saying any old thing, child.
Of this, I said, this is my gift to Corey Holcomb, because I know in the end, this really works in his favor, because he's only relevant when relevant people speak about him, which he knows how to make money off of content. So that's why this is your gift. But Corey, I just got to be honest with you. I know you're the comedian, but you're also the joke. Only people who are miserable follow your page because misery loves company. Anybody with any sense.
Now everyone who follows Corey Holcomb's page is miserable. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Lord. All right, shout out to Elevation Worship. Corey Holcomb, 5150. So this is his last show, streamed 2 days ago. 156,000 views. Let me bring this over. Where am I at? This is his last show, Tuesday, or whatever it was. 156,000 views. 156,000 views. He has 428 subscribers. Pause. Hold on. Kendra G. Child. People just be out here talking. All right, so that was the last show. Let me look at it from a whole. 428,000 subscribers. He typically only does live streams. 156,000, 75,000, 166,000, 178,000, 208,000, 200,000, 175,000, 219,000, 231,000, 178,000, 208, and 202. Okay? Live streams. He really don't do videos. Maybe they clip some stuff out, but look at I didn't even know he did videos. This is from 4 days ago. 65,000, 76, 22, 25, 54, 44, 60K. He talks about current events, right? He talks about culture stuff and current events. Let's go on over here, child. Kendra G, 273,000 subscribers, right? She mostly does live streams. 22,000, 24, 26, 24, 28, 23, 31, 21, 25, 17, 25, 15,000. Corey Holcomb needs her. So Corey Holcomb is eating off of Kendra fucking G. Like I said, just out here just saying any old thing. 273,000 subscribers. 428,000 subscribers. And let's take a look at this right here. 741 videos. Corey Holcomb has 741 videos. Kendra G has 3,500 videos. I told y'all she bringing out old videos so that she can get the views that she used to have, in my opinion, like old stuff that we used to look at back in the day, right? 24. So her clips basically of her people. This is her Corey Holcomb video that so far has 24,000 views in 14 hours. Let's keep this in mind for a second. Her Corey Holcomb. So her talking about Corey Holcomb has gotten her 24,000 views in less than 24 hours. This one, even with the Tam Tam show, 12,000. This one with this girl, 9, 6,000, 12, 5,000, 20,000. All right, you did good over here. 21, 12, 84, 5,200, 6,600, 14,000, 3,100, 14,000. The views ain't viewing the way they used to. This one got 30,000. Shout out to her. 9,000, 37,000, 10,000, 4,600. These are on videos. Her gift to Corey Holcomb in 14 hours has 24,000 views, but Corey Holcomb needs her. Child, just talking.
Anybody with any merit, they are praying that their daughters never date a man like you. They are praying that their sons never grow up to be sad and a loser like you. You literally are the joke. And it's actually really sad. You could have been so much more successful, like a D-Ray, a Little Rel. Oh my God, Deion Cole, but you will never reach their heights. You are a YouTuber. The end.
From one YouTuber to another. The end. Shout out to Michael Love. I appreciate you. He said, I'm hurt, Messy. She just called me miserable. Resorting to the name calling because, you know, and she can come for him because he came for her, right? I'm not saying that she shouldn't. I'm really not, right? She got a right to say whatever, you know, she needs to him. But to come out here with this, he's feeding off of me. She's using that story that she used the other day with regard to, again, I think it's Single by Choice, Thon, and TC, and all the rest that do videos of her show. And just try to act like y'all doing this because of me. Y'all doing this. You only this because of me. You only this because of me. You don't go to Corey Holcomb. Did you go and take a look since you're doing all this research at what it is that he has here? That what it is that he has going on? Because he's just a YouTuber, even though y'all saying that he's doing all this other stuff and that he's an actual, well, we know he's a comedian and that he does comedy shows. But because I guess he's not like, who she say, Lil Rel and D-Ray and whoever the hell else she said, then that means there's something wrong with him. Okay, girl. And he needs her, Kendra G. He needs her, Kendra G. Death of Reaper, thank you, honey. He said women have to stop eating off of men in a MSG. I'm glad you said eating off of and not eating without the off there. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Amanai. She said, I did 30K on the Elon stream the other day with 4,000 subs. Do better, Kevin, Kendra G. Shout out to Amanai. Congrats on that. Because at the end of the day, it's views, right? So with her views that have been faltering, they have been faltering. Corey looked like he doing fine, which is sitting up here just talking sugar honey iced tea. That's all I'm saying. Mark Polo said, "Where's the Tasha K smoke?" Come on now, that probably won't be as good as listening to her audience, listening to her talk about Corey Holcomb, which a lot of women don't like anyway.
Oh, listen, bonus content. I almost forgot. Okay, let's talk about this. Kendra G trying to be Kevin Samuels. People, Kendra G runs her own company. I own my own dating app. I host an online dating show. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Kevin Samuels have transgender people on his show? Did Kevin Samuels have married couples?
What the fuck?
Couples looking to add a person to their relationship on his show?
This is what she's touting. I have transgenders on my show. I have married couples looking for people on my show. What the hell?
Did Kevin Samuels, and I don't know this, did he ever have people that met from his show, then got married and had babies?
Yes. I don't know if they had babies, but they definitely got married. What are we talking about? Transgender?
I don't know too much, but I don't think he did any of that. I think he was a consultant to women who were asking for advice. I host a dating show and I own a dating app, Kendra G Singles. Download it now. One more
She didn't even know to tout her own damn show, which is why she had to do the ad on. She stopped. She ended the rant and then came back and made the decision to come. Like, girl, you should have started the damn thing out with your damn app. Oh my God, child.
Bonus. One more bonus for the men and women who support Corey Holcomb. So you're saying you support a man who feels at times it might be justified that a man disciplines his woman. I'll let him explain what he means when he says discipline his woman.
It's a joke, or was this the truth? You holding somebody's head to the window?
I would never hold a girl head to the window unless she had it coming. So are you saying, Mr. Newton, you have never had to physically discipline a woman?
Never.
Oh my God.
Because I'm gonna tell you, in my situation,
you can't.
Somebody would have came out and said, Cam has physically abused me.
There's a vetting process that comes when dealing with a woman from this Western world. Sometimes you have to demonstrate. Now, if you got to demonstrate time after time after time, you are right. This is not somebody that you have the power to vet into what you need her to be. If you have to always, we don't use the word demonstrate. I think people know what I'm talking about. If you always got to demonstrate with it, then that's not your girl, man. Leave that alone. But there are women out here who understand this man treats me good. He treats the kids I came with good. He's a good brother. He does this. But when I push him, he demonstrates. So I'm not going to do that no more.
So can we please put a microscope to when you say demonstrate? What does that mean?
Discipline.
In what regard?
Physical discipline is something that is the last resort.
No.
It's the last resort. I'm just giving you my point of view.
Okay, I'm going to give you mine. When
it's the last resort, but it might be necessary sometime.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's your king?
Bitch, who said somebody was anybody's king? What are we talking about right now? So she got to use the same words in every whatever it is that she's doing when she's clapping back, using the same shit.
Man, that's who you want to be like? That's who you want your daughter to date and marry one day?
I'm pretty sure they don't want their daughters to turn out like you. Am I wrong? Anybody with daughters? I wouldn't want my daughter to turn out like Kendra G. Anybody else, Bueller? Talking about they ABs on the internet, trying to say brag about that you had transgenders and you think you better than everybody else that might disagree with your ass. Same shit, different biatch. And I'm not saying Corey is some wonderful person. I'm not saying that at all. But she is the one that's out here crashing out. For what? For what? To do the same thing. It's the same old, men are bad. Shout out to ya. Men are bad, you crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bums. Same old crap, different biatch. Child, okay, so the answer is no. So y'all don't want your daughters to turn out like Kendra G? Why? I don't understand. She can pay $2,000 for wigs. She can give out advice, $300 for lashes. She's going on the Tamron Hall show. She got her own dating app. She got transgenders coming on. She got married people. And shout out to the person that said, you're right, that Kevin Samuels had a group on Facebook that you had to be let into, basically. I guess it was a dating group or something like that. I don't know nothing about it. I wasn't in it. But if that's what it was, then that's what it was. So now she's still dissing Kevin Samuels. That's what I'm hearing. Now, this conversation that Cam and Corey are having sound crazy to me. It couldn't be me. But also, lest we not forget that there's plenty of women that will say, I need some man to knock me between the washer and dryer. Am I lying? Am I lying? We just watched a video where the woman got fired because she was bringing in all this stuff to the dude in prison, or and helping out the family from the outside to make sure that he could get what he wanted. Had him a phone and all this other stuff, right? How many videos have we seen of that? Let's talk about the person who was supposed to be the first dude of the United States of America that got the nanny pregnant and then allegedly knocked his girlfriend's head between the washer and the dryer as well. I'm not saying it's right. It sounds crazy. Yeah, all this sound crazy, okay? But let's not act like there's not women who probably follow her show that be all good in the hood with it. But y'all, what do I know?
Ladies, that's the man that you want to date? Baby, I ain't got nothing left. Take this gift, Corey Holcomb, run with it, repurpose it. I know what you're going to say. Oh, I never want to be with you. I just trying to smash. I know. You couldn't do that. Corey, I would.
Yeah, I'm sure he was trying to smash because that's all he talks about. What are we talking about right now? That's all he talks about. That's all he talks about.
I would become a lesbian before I would have ever dated you.
Here we go with this. Did he say he wanted to date her, y'all?
Ever. I would have dated a horse, a whale, a dog before I would have ever dated you, boo. Ever. All new Kendra G singles dating app.
Girl, you should have put that in the beginning. Girl, you should have put that there in the daggone beginning, child. Y'all, is interesting. What a way to end Black History Month. What have we learned today? Kendra G is not very good at, I would call it the dozens, okay? Not good at all, okay? The economic boycott is on. Shout out to y'all for doing the damn thing and boycotting in the name of, child, you gotta do something. And Al said so. And the white man over there is running the whole thing. I didn't even get to TikTok. I'm gonna have to just do a separate videos on TikTok if I have time. And MSD's rule, shout out to us. Shout out to all the MSGs and their donations, specifically Trinidad. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, MSG King. Shout out to everyone who was here today. I'm done. All right, we're gonna do what is her name? Tiffany Henyard later today. I had it at 1 o'clock, but it's almost 11. I'm gonna push it back to 2 or 3. It ain't gonna be long, then I'm done. All right. Shout out to everyone that donated today. I see you. I appreciate you. Hopefully you all hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Please make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you have not. Shout out to all the mods. I appreciate everything that you have done. Shout out to all the channel members. Thank you so much for everything that you have brought to the table as well. Y'all, I got shit to do. All right. Shout out to everybody that donated over here. I don't think I missed anything. Hold on. No. All right. I appreciate y'all. I see you all in the next one.